now.
Hey everybody, how's it going?
Hey,
Um, hey Jax,
hey, Jax.
hey what's up? How's it going? Hey
How's
Sheila,
everybody with that?
hey Boots, Grinch, Hensley, what's
Rich
going on?
Hensley.
What's going on? Everybody else that I missed.
I wish
um,
that you could see the chat while you're.
well, it's mainly just like down at the bottom, but what I don't like about when it clicks it out, you're like, yeah,
I
it
wish I
kicks
could
you
actually
out.
see who's commenting. That way I
Okay.
could actually
Oh,
stay with it. You know what I mean?
okay, cool. Jack said, "Oh, that's nice. You guys get some good guys time." What? um, it's Hey, what's up, Grinch? What's up, Tyler?
What's up, Tyler?
That's you, of course.
Yeah, of course. That was like 30 minutes ago.
I know, right? Um,
Hi.
usually the
Hi,
story.
Bobby.
Hey, how's
Yeah,
it
this is
going?
the.
Oh, hi, Ayla.
Hi, how's it going?
Uh, that
Uh,
is that's actually my wife's mom.
oh, okay,
Uh,
okay. I say it doesn't
that's
look like.
Jeannie. She's part of the Otherside Investigators as well.
Okay, cool, nice.
So yeah, she photobombed me. She does that all the time.
Yeah, yeah. Some moms are, I guess. But she's
Your
more
reminder just popped up on my screen.
baby sleeping Eli. What? Oh, you calling me a baby though? Sheila says hi.
Hi, Sheila.
How's it going, guys? We'll start here in a few. Just wait for more people to come in, so we get
Heck
started.
yeah.
How's
I hope
your
everybody's doing well.
yeah? So how's your day, Squirrel? I mean,
Hectic.
work.
Hectic today has been hectic. Trying to get everything situated at the house. That's the first main thing. And just trying to, keep, of course, keep the wife happy. Happy wife, happy life
Yeah,
type thing. You know what I mean?
exactly.
So just doing that, and it's actually been great. Spending time with the kids, and
Yeah,
all that, and of course, trying to prepare for the upcoming investigation we're doing. So, and of course, that is going to be at the Fairfield Infirmary, and I'm not sure where, but it's in Ohio. So we're really starting to feel, I'm feeling the jitters,
yeah.
so to speak. So
So you're getting nervous.
yeah, because I looked at some of the photos, and yeah, it's pretty intimidating for sure. So pretty pretty interesting place. I did a little bit of research on it, to be honest with you, and Fairfield Infirmary. There's a morgue there down in the bottom morgue.
Hmm.
There's been a lot of ghostly uh, things happening there. A lot of black figures walking around.
Bobby.
Hi. Hello. How's it going? Kids, man.
Yeah, they do it all the time. But
Yeah.
allegedly, back in the 40s, there was a person that.
Bobby. I want to say hi to Bobby. Hey, Bobby.
I'm doing an interview. Allegedly, back in I think it was like 1942,
Yeah.
out in the field that was right next to it, supposedly a crazed inmate had actually stolen I guess the hay picker,
Hmm.
and took it and actually swung it and hit an officer that was working there, cracked him
Yeah.
above the head,
Oh wow.
and a lot of people had to wrestle the guy down as well as attend to the guy that was hit. And then I think it was like 1970s. There was a woman that had opened a gas stove, and her dress had caught fire, and she suffered third-degree burns, and eventually has succumbed to her injuries and passed away there at the infirmary.
Okay. Okay. Wow, that's crazy.
So yeah,
Imagine what kind of residual like stuff is going on there. You know what I mean? Like, I mean,
Right.
it's crazy. You know, like or just like like does she? I wonder what kind of stuff. How she haunts the place. You know what I mean? I wonder what's
Right.
going on there. It makes you think, though. It makes you think that like how she died and why she's still around and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things that happen there. I also read that they would the people that actually took care of the people there considered them poor people.
Mm-hmm.
They considered them, kind of less than they were. Of course,
Yeah.
that was back, way back in the day. You know, like people back then, stuff with society was different back then.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
It was way different because, people were known to take their kids and their family members to these places, these infirmaries and asylums and stuff like that, for basically even looking at them different, or possibly looking at them, or possibly if there was something wrong with them, mentally, physically, that type of thing, they would just automatically take them to these places.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Sad.
I honestly, it's very sad, and you got to think, what kind of emotions did that leave? You know, did that leave that place? Because all of that energy can get sucked in and soaked into the building materials, the walls, the floors, everything. I always thought, I started thinking about that today. Windows could honestly be a mirror.
Exactly.
I mean, it could be mirror back in time. That's why they say some mirrors are like that too.
Yeah. But well, when it comes to mirrors, like, what do you think about mirrors? Like, I mean, because I've seen some stories where it's a portal to the other side.
Yeah, it really. I believe that fully and truthfully. I do believe that they are indeed a portal into the afterlife, and it's like they say, the mirror shows you a different type, a different type of story.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, like I would think.
Hi guys.
Hi.
I'm delivering homemade dinners.
Oh man,
Yeah,
looks like ribs to me.
Yeah, got some good steak going on here and some macaroni and cheese.
Yum.
Oh, that's homemade mashed potatoes.
Nice.
Yeah, the macaroni and cheese is her grandmother's recipe. So
nice.
She is superwoman.
Yeah, a woman that could cook, man, is the key to the. A woman that can cook and fill your belly is the key to a man's heart.
Also, a woman that can cook and clean. There you go.
There you go. No, but it's also good to clean with them.
Oh yeah. Hey, I do it all the time. I don't know how many other men do it out there, but honestly, if you really want to, if you really want to make a woman good, clean for her.
Exactly.
Do the dishes, take the trash out, man. Seriously, you have no idea what kind of stuff you would get in return. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
exactly.
I mean, not just not thinking in that context, but I'm thinking.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about, like, how much stuff, like how much you would do for them, because you got to think they're thinking about you too, but at the same time, like, like, for real, they're thinking about you too, but it would just make their day so much better.
Exactly.
Because I get it, guys. You're working, you're tired. I've done that, man. I've stayed up for 18 hours straight and still come home and help my woman clean.
Exactly. Well, you gotta do what you gotta do, like.
Hey, if you want a clean house and a good life, go for it. That's
exactly.
all I say about it. I mean, that's just, that's me.
Yeah, that's how I feel too, man. It's 50-50, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta help out.
Yeah, that's the key to a long relationship, is you have to meet you have to, man, what I was going to say? You have to meet in the middle. It's all about teamwork. It's both of you. It's not just one.
Exactly.
You know, I mean that you to do that will make your marriage so much better.
Exactly.
And you know what I'm saying? Treat your woman like a queen, man, and she'll
Always.
treat you like a king. You know, that's how it works
Right,
in my
man.
eyes.
Exactly. I did dishes, took out the trash, and I cooked dinner last night. So this shit cleaned 2 days ago, I think. Oh, nice, dude.
Nice, nice
Nice.
broken souls.
Hey, I say family always comes first. You do what you gotta do first, and then you can play. You know,
Hey, exactly.
you know
I
what I
mean,
mean? Like,
exactly. Because I'll be honest with me and my wife have been together ever since like eighth grade.
yeah.
So that would be all in all 15, almost going on 16 years now.
Oh, nice.
That's not counting our marriage, which is going on 9 years now.
Yeah. True.
So we were born when my son, just a month after my son was born.
Cool. Nice.
So
Happy wife, happy life. Yup.
that,
Because
that's
if you
it,
don't do
man.
anything, then man, like they're just like,
Like,
damn, what did I marry into?
yeah,
you
exactly. I
know,
mean, she's crazy, so am I. So it kind of fits.
exactly. Right.
I mean, everybody's crazy. I think everybody's crazy to some extent.
Oh yeah, they are. Yeah.
Everybody is. It don't matter who you are. You're crazy. I know we all are. We're
Yep.
crazy to be in this world.
Exactly. Exactly. So, squirrel vlogs. Where did you get that from?
Well, squirrel. Let me put the name squirrel. This goes back when I worked at ABB in Blaine,
Mhm.
Virginia. I used to weld there and put together transformers, substation transformers.
Yeah.
When I arrived there, when I first started there, everybody on my crew had a nickname, and they come up with a nickname. The guy that took me under his wing, his name is Steve Scott. Great guy, I love it. Yeah, he's like a second father to me.
Okay.
Basically, he's like, I got a nickname. I'm gonna have to come up with a nickname for you. And by the end of the day, he come up to me and is like, I'm gonna call you Squirrel. I said, why are you calling me Squirrel? He's like, be honest with you, I have no idea. It was just the first one that popped in my head,
Yeah.
and ever since the name stuck. But I use Squirrel's blog. I come up with this is my YouTube channel. Now, granted, I do not have any content on it yet. I'm still in the thinking, learning process.
Yeah.
Exactly what I want to do with my channel. I'm trying to plan it out effectively, but I'm also trying to you know, build our team, our paranormal team.
And guys, I put a link out. It's the Otherside Investigators. If you
Yep.
guys want to go check them out. And what's
Yeah,
up, Hunter?
absolutely. Yeah, we just recently did a interview, or I'm sorry, not interview. Dang it. We just did recently an investigation with Hensley Paranormal, the Veil, also I think Ghost Ops, and shoot, Elizabeth Berry.
Cool.
I forget. Uh, yeah, we did an investigation with them at Moundsville State Penitentiary. We
Okay.
did, I think it was like a two-part series there, or two or three-part series there, uh, which is we had a blast
Nice.
with them. So I mean, that's the latest. That's the latest with them, with us, and we definitely want to do more collaborations with anybody. It doesn't matter who you are. You know,
Sweet.
we love doing collaborations and meeting new people. So
How long have you been a ghost hunter?
we have actually we've been ghost hunting for I want to say about 2 years now, but we started really getting serious just recently when we first went to Lake Shawnee, when everything actually come together. Uh, we went there, and then of course we met Hensley Paranormal and Boots Paranormal, so or Broken Souls Paranormal. I'm sorry. So yeah, that was when it all kind of sort of took off.
Sweet. When did you become interested in the paranormal?
I've always been interested in the paranormal. I really got into the paranormal back when Ghost Adventures actually started way back in the day. I can't remember what year that was, but I would just be hooked and stuff like that. I've actually had a lot of things happen
Mhm.
uh, before, stuff happened. Like stuff would move on their own on one of the, like I used to live in a tiny trailer with
Mhm.
my mom, and stuff would move, and doors would slam shut and stuff like that years ago. So it kind of got me interested in it, and then ever since I've just been hooked.
Yeah. How did you like back then? Because I know you didn't have the equipment and stuff like that. Did you communicate with it?
I tried, like I would knock, like if you could, give me a sign that you're here, like move something, or knock on the door or the wall or something like that, and that would happen.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. Is that the strangest case you ever dealt with? Was that, or was there others?
The strangest thing that's actually happened to me. I was actually up in Gettysburg with my dad and his boss one time, and in our hotel room, it was pitch black dark. I think it was around 2 or 3 in the morning, and
Mhm.
I was just laying there, and next thing I know, I felt somebody just cross my arms, put them over my shoulder, or put them like this, and
Yeah.
then all of a sudden, just like shoved, like pushed so hard down onto my chest.
Wow.
Like
Wow.
I could, like I mean, just push and like really, really pushing on me.
Man, how'd you get out of
Um,
that? Like, I mean, did you?
Actually, I pushed back. Eventually, when I pushed back, I went like this, and then it finally stopped. But I found out that actually, the hotel, the ground that I actually sat on, was actually part of the battlefield.
Yeah. Wow.
So, you never know.
Exactly. You never
Getting
know. I mean, especially like especially like like when it comes down to communicate with spirits to like like this is my space and you have to respect it and everything else. But some spirits don't care. They think it's more about just like trying to leave a message for you, you know, other
yeah,
than like because they're passed on, and I think it's just
yeah.
probably try to leave a message or they want you to calm down because they'll know you get scared.
Right. Or, honestly, they could be reliving something that happened to them on the battlefield.
Probably.
You know what I mean? Because sometimes spirits are locked in a loop
Yeah.
of what happened to them. So that person that pushed me down could have
Mhm.
been doing that to another, a soldier on the battlefield,
Exactly.
and could have passed away like that. I mean, stuff, stuff happens for a reason, and it really just it just kind of humbles you. It humbled me
Yeah.
in the process. Like I remember when I was there, we went on the ghost tour there. Me
Hmm.
and my dad did, and there was this one house there that had on the side of it had like 8 windows in it, if you could imagine.
Wow.
Uh,
Yeah.
and this person had took a picture with one of those digital cameras. You remember the ones that had the little screen on it,
Oh
and
yeah.
when you
Damn.
took
Yeah.
a picture, it would show it back to you.
Yeah.
Well, they took a picture of that side of the building, and they looked at it, and sure enough, you could look at it, and there was a face in every single one of those windows.
Wow. That is crazy.
Yeah, and then there was another one on the battlefield there where uh, there's train tracks that run underneath this one bridge,
Hmm.
and this woman was just walking by with her husband, and she said that she heard somebody yelling help, help. They couldn't figure out where she was, where they were, and she looked underneath, and she saw somebody laying on the tracks. Something was wrong with them. Like there was blood coming out of their nose and stuff like that. They couldn't figure out what was going on. So the woman said, "Okay, I'm going to go get help." Well, as soon as she got help and came back, the person was gone.
Wow. So that was like a residual, sort of like, like how she died, right? Like, you think so? Or
I think it was actually a soldier. She said that this woman or this guy was dressed in full battle regalia,
Mhm.
and couldn't figure out what was going on. And so finally, that's when it just like she, just stopped.
I'm always interested in learning like their face expressions, like whenever, because the face expression tells you a lot in a person.
Right, exactly. I mean, I could just imagine the pain that these people went through.
Exactly. Now,
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, and imagine when they got hit. Like, what was their last thought whenever they seen the train coming? I mean, I know probably your last thought was just like, "Oh my god," you know what I mean? Like you're in shock, but same time it's just like maybe like 5 minutes going back. What is their last thought? Let me get back home to my kids, or I'm just gonna go do this, or oh man, I forgot to go get this. I forgot to go get bread. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, that's what I mean. I would like to have that gift of knowing what they're thinking before they're passed or when they're passed. It makes you think though, like or like their memories of their lives. When they were younger or before, maybe a couple of days before they died. What are their last regrets? In life.
Right. Well, I could tell you a story that my wife told me. Was her grandfather would go and do bluegrass music at the Civil War reenactments.
Mm-hmm.
And what was funny is that my wife was standing there with a woman who was in a dress, because she was dressed up for, that time period,
Yeah.
She was just standing there talking to her, and then all of a sudden she said this guy who was dressed up he was dressed up for the South because he wore the gray,
Yeah.
He come up with all of his stuff, and he said, this guy come up to my wife, and he said, "Ma'am, why are you dressed like that?" And my wife looked at him like puzzled, you know what I mean? Like he said that, or she said that, this is how all the women dress like this now. Because she was wearing jeans, a shirt, or a hoodie, I'm sorry, jeans, shirt, or jeans, hoodie, and shoes, tennis shoes. You know what I mean? Like we normally wear now. And she was talking to this man, telling him, and this woman, the woman that was right beside of her in the dress, she said, "Honey, who are you talking to?" She said, my wife said, "Well, this guy, he's standing right next to me." And when my wife went to turn around, that dude was gone.
Wow. But it's kind of neat how he interacted with her,
Yeah, like he even said, he even said like where he was like what unit he was with, and everything like that. You know what I mean? Like it was crazy.
Yeah. But it makes you think like they do, like their minds. Oh, you know how they say once your brain's dead, your heart's dead too. Like you're like there's no signs of life. Honestly, people don't know. I mean, doctors don't know until they're actually dead. You know what I mean? They passed on. They don't know the paranormal side. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people base their study on science, but because I've seen some stuff yesterday on it, and I'm just like, that is crazy. Like,
well, like science, it only goes so much because it's based on humans, or it's based on what we consider physical, or mental, or science can only do so much until the paranormal meets with it, to explain everything else. And that's what's been, I love science because it says one thing, and then the paranormal can tell you a different.
Oh, they can.
They can tell you different things, but at the same time, they can bridge the gap with each other to give you that full experience, if
Exactly.
that makes sense. And that's how I think about it.
Yeah. I honestly think that when it comes down to like when you pass on, I think that because when it comes to religion, everybody believes that they go to a heaven place or a hell place. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I mean, everybody believes differently. You know what I mean? Everybody believes that they're gonna haunt someone when they die, or they're gonna be attached to a certain item, or they're gonna go with Jesus Christ. They're gonna go to Hades,
Right.
hell. You know what I mean? A lot of people believe in there is, and there's if you're a bad person, they're gonna be like, shit, I'm going to hell. I'm going to hell, and
Right.
they make their own hell. And it makes me think that it's just like how a person dies and it's a they record their deaths over and over. That's a recording. Like maybe if you believe in enough of that, maybe like it's just like loving what you're doing, then you die like that. They're gonna want to always do that, and maybe that's their hell. Maybe that's the reason why they want to do that, because they want to be near that thing all the time. So when they die, they don't want to leave it. So when they die, they're just like, okay, our son's going like that. And I'm just like, okay, I also seen a movie the other like couple nights ago where they were constantly like he was getting up from his chair and want to leave. He was in the tent and constantly getting up from the chair, trying to get out there, sitting in the chair, constantly going out the door. Like he died in between that minute or two. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Yeah. It's crazy how what I think is so crazy but
Mm-hmm.
so unexplainable is how spirits can get trapped in that time loop. The spirit may still be there, you know, you know what I mean? How they get trapped at reliving those final moments of their lives.
Yeah.
All the time, and it pains me that they have to do that.
Exactly.
Even some spirits don't even believe that they're dead. Their death happens so quick that they get lost in the veil, so to speak, and they can't figure out how to go to the light, how to pass on.
Yeah.
And that's what gets me so much is like, wow.
See, like in that movie, they were trying to. This guy, he was trying to help his friends for stop doing drugs. They tied him up, and and they kept it. The first, the guy was seeing him shooting from the porch, and he went to him, tried to come. They were trying to go home to their families, but they couldn't get out of the loop. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it's crazy. And is it like that though? Do you think that they're trying to get out of that loop so they can get out of their own hell or their death?
Honestly, I think that they are. They're thinking that maybe they got to do that in order to get out of it or try to find another way out. I mean, I can't explain it because I'm definitely not an expert by any means. I don't think I ever will. You know what I mean? Like,
I just like asking questions. I mean,
right.
It's always
Well, I mean, honestly, that is a great question because honestly, I wouldn't know how to explain that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know how to explain that either, but I would love eventually to help a spirit pass on.
Yeah.
I think that would help me as an investigator, but also help the soul that did pass on. Because maybe when I go, they can help me pass on.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like maybe, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe me helping them, they could also help me pass on.
Yeah. So when you're ready to pass on, they can help you pass on when it's your time. You know?
I mean, because I think because that is my whole aim is to help these spirits, but also to tell their story.
Yeah,
that's what we believe as the Otherside Investigators is to tell these spirit stories and to help them pass on because they don't need to be stuck. They need to be passed on so that they can go see their families or do whatever they want to do in their afterlife.
Let me ask you a question. What kind of protection do you use when you go into investigation?
We use sage. We have white sage. That's what we use. We sage each other before an investigation and after, and sometimes maybe during an investigation. We also I've got this cross necklace here. I even have these beads. These come from Kara Shoplin
Mm-hmm.
uh, from Into the Light Healing, which is great. These are actually blessed, so they help. They help me as well. They help my wife as well.
Daddy.
Yeah.
I just asked him. I
love you too. Now go eat.
Aw. I want the good food you guys are having.
Hi.
Yeah, I think everybody does.
I'm gonna say hi.
Right.
Say hi real quick.
Hi, my
Hi.
name's Wyatt.
Name's Eli. How's it
We're
going?
not doing this.
All right.
We're not doing this.
You're actually frozen on my screen, by the way.
Oh, I'm frozen?
Yeah, you're frozen on my screen.
Ah.
I don't know why, but
That is. Well, let me get out and come back, and then yeah.
okay, no problem. Hi. I hope everybody's doing well. Just chilling. This is awkward.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, cool. Now, going back, like, cause I'm in. I know when it comes down to before you enter an investigation, can you let me know what to look out for, and before you go into the property, and what you need to do to start an investigation of the property?
Yes. The most important thing is research. Research. Basically, it's like research. It will let you know everything you need to know about the property. Basically, that would mean going to a library. If you don't have internet at home, go to your local library. Go to go online, do the research about the particular place that you're going to.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you don't do research, it's basically like if you start a new job as a doctor but didn't go through med school. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're basically going in there blind. That's the first most thing to do. Also, get your equipment together. Make sure that you have all that you need, all the equipment that you're going to need. Like for us, it would be, make sure we have all the chargers, all the cables, extra batteries, first aid kit, cameras, other equipment such as like a REM pod or a spirit box or all that stuff like that you need for the investigation. Get that together. And, also make sure that you have extra money, for like food and, expenses on the road, gas, whatever. That's the main stuff that you kind of need, and also just be prepared mentally.
Yeah.
Prepare for the unexpected, because you will see stuff that will blow your mind.
Do you guys let? Well, I know as you guys investigate as a family and stuff like that. But
yes.
Do you guys but let's say you do as a family, do you guys let other people know where you guys are going, just in case something you guys get hurt and stuff? Okay.
Yeah, we make sure that we let people know where we're going. That way they know where we're at, so that is if they don't hear back from us, then they can contact, we let them know exactly where we're going,
mm-hmm.
so that people will know if something did indeed happen to us, they will, they can, call and, you know what I mean? That way, we're okay.
Yeah. Of course, yeah. Do you I know a lot of people they need permission to go inside the building, you know what I mean? And the owners are there and everything else. But what would happen if like you guys were going down the road and you guys don't know, you guys were just doing nothing, just chilling out, and you noticed an abandoned place? Like, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, we have places that we go to. Like, we have the National Forest, Jefferson
Ooh, yeah.
National Forest, is where we're at. There's certain spots where we can go to that's not, inhabited. That a lot of times we do, go into. We even have a lot of places. Hello, that's my wife right there.
Hey.
We have a lot of places that we go to, that we just kind of go into.
Okay.
If we're kind of just driving around, trying to find something.
I'll be in later.
Okay.
I'm hanging out with my mom and dad for my dad's birthday.
Oh, nice. Happy birthday.
Oh, there we go. Oh, about knocked you out. My bad. I'll be on soon, I promise.
Okay, that's cool. I'm gonna ask you some questions about. I know that you were into the White Witch, or you weren't. You used to be. I just want to ask you questions about that later.
Okay, I'll be back, honey.
Okay.
I'll go finish it.
Yeah, she's going to. She's going to answer this.
No, it's cool. We can wait for that.
Actually, she still is.
Oh, she is. Oh, I just want to know because I wanted to make sure I was right or not.
No,
you're right. Be like,
no,
I don't want to be like, oh, she is, and then she's not.
No, she is. She still is, and she takes great pride in it.
Hey, 13 Spirits.
Hey, 13.
I want to ask you. Let's go back to the forest you're talking about. Have you ever been into haunted forest?
We have our house all around us.
Damn, dude. Have you ever investigated your area, like with your family?
Yeah. The place, our woods. God, this land here has been. I mean, it's a different vibe when you're out there by yourself. Because I used to go hunting years ago. Yeah. I would go hunting early in the mornings, and it's like a hollow ground, man. Because honestly, the Civil War actually come through our area. My area is called Bland County, Virginia. If you don't know where that's at, it's in Southwest Virginia.
Yeah,
it's in Southwestern Virginia. I'm actually right underneath the belly of West Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
But the Civil War ran rampant through here years ago. Toland's Raid, that actually happened here. That was back in the 1800s. The Battle of Saltville, Virginia, that happened. It was close to here. So, but also we have had, Indians have lived in this land for thousands of years in this area. So, just imagine all of that. And plus, coal mining. Well, we actually, I think it was.
What is, looks like a face in the background?
Really?
Like, go back a little bit more. No, go back like you were. Go this way. No. Yeah, like that. No. Go right there. You see something go up and down like a white face. Hold on, give it a minute. It was just it's like not that side, the other side. The other side. Yeah, it looked like something going up and down. I don't know if you got anybody in the chat seeing that.
What was that? What was that?
It looked like a white, like right where your face is at, right there.
No, seriously?
Yeah, it was
no, like whenever I just come over here, bro, something just went that way. Just
dude, did you guys see it?
I didn't see it.
It was going up and it looked like a face going up and down.
For real, like this thing just went like that way. What the?
You guys seen that?
I don't see a thing.
It was right going up and down.
Bro, I don't see a thing. Like, no lie. Go.
We got to go back like 39 minutes into it. Like 30 seconds, 30 minutes or 9 minutes back, and you'll see it going like. Well, let's see if we catch it again. Yeah, we'll see if we catch it again. Just stay. Hold on, go back. Wait. Let's move the way you were. Yeah, like that. We'll go back. Yeah, like that. And you'll see it.
What was so weird? Because what was so weird is I got like I was there like a I was there like a foot right before the.
You saw something?
Why? I mean, go in there, please.
That's what 13
Go
Spirits said.
What? With a white mask, honestly, I'll tell you, we have had when we went to Lake Shawnee. My wife actually had a little boy follow her home. So, I mean, honestly, like I was saying, dude, this place it's different.
Can you
The
let them
area-
know that aren't you on the second floor?
No, we're not on. We don't have a second floor.
Oh,
We're
okay.
on
Sup, past life?
What's up, Fast Life? Like for real though, like no, I got like maybe a foot from the window, and I'm
Yeah.
not kidding you. I seen something white just take
Okay.
off. So like,
Okay. I thought you were in high up, so I thought.
no, like that's crazy. That's crazy. But like I was saying though, this area has had so much history go through it
Mhm.
that because not only that, like we've like I think it was like iron mines or something like that in the area
Yeah.
that we don't know about
Yeah.
that has happened. That's still here. That I mean, we haven't honestly found out all of them. Even the CC or what they call the Conservation Corps was here. I mean, there's a lot that has happened in this area. Over the years, that, I mean, just left such an imprint on the land. Like it's pretty much like hollow ground here.
That you
Yeah.
saw something. I'm gonna check.
You don't need to check. Go.
I'm the only one to be brave.
Why, honey, go in there, please.
I'm the brave
Go eat.
kid.
Go eat.
I'm the brave
Sorry.
kid.
It's okay.
Why, honey, go in there, please.
I'm the bravest kid ever.
He's crazy.
No, right?
He's like, I've got to be brave and I've got to go check this out. And all of that. Like it's so
Right. Let me ask you a question. What if when you went to the like in your forest area, like what's the first thing you? Because it's different. I mean, look, it's like when you go into a house, you're just worried about what's in the house. But imagine what's in your elements. You know what I mean? Outside the house.
I mean, you have to be prepared literally for anything.
Yeah.
Literally for anything, paranormal or non-paranormal. Because
Yeah.
if you go at night, which I recommend, if you go out at night, go with a group of people. Don't go by yourself.
No.
Period. Know where you're going. Know the land that you're going on. First of all, know where you're going. But also, you have to have a certain amount of like survival skills. Because what I was always taught, because I was raised in the woods, basically, the one thing I was always taught is remember the way back.
Yeah.
Because the way back, the way you just came is the way back. But also, you have to look for landmarks.
Yeah.
Think of stuff that is not what you normally see, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
Like leave a trail of sticks.
Or it's sort of like like a hand-sewn griddle, like just like okay, just crumbs. No. Just,
Yeah, I mean, well, honestly, you can do that too if that's what makes you feel better.
or like a rope, like tied to a tree,
Yeah.
like like.
Like take if you got like a big piece of cloth wrapping around a tree, tied a knot.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I would also bring, if you're going out into the woods, bring a hatchet with you. Bring a firearm. Anything. Like, that's the first and foremost, because I'll be honest with you, you go out there without a firearm, you are screwed. Period. Sorry for the language there.
But you know what the good thing is? I know you told me you had a night vision handheld.
We do, yes.
That's something you'll bring.
Yes, that's very that's also a great piece of equipment. But I'm just speaking about those people that don't have it.
Oh, okay. No,
You know what I mean? So the people that don't have that, they don't have the money for that technology, which it's actually coming to where now it's readily available. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but bring some matches with you for a lighter. Bring or a flint stone. Because you can take your knife and do that with it. It'll create a
Yeah.
spark. Bring some lint with you, old newspapers, stuff like that, to make a fire. If you need to build a fire, bringing a hatchet with you can chop sticks down, stuff like that. Rope, if you need to use rope, you got it. That type of thing. Being prepared, being over prepared is better than being under prepared.
Yep. Exactly.
I mean, that's just how I think about it. I mean, other people can add to that or take away whatever you want to do. That's just from my personal experience because I've hunted squirrel and stuff like that around here. I used to do that for fun years ago. You know what I mean? I used to, but I don't do it now because my wife's like, "Don't you be killing no animals no more." But honestly, now I just fish. I just fish for a living. So.
But you never know. You might get stuck out there, and you might need to learn these life lessons. So there you can get out of it alive. Plus, you can have food as well.
Yeah,
and shelter too.
Yeah. Because I mean, you can also learn how to trap. Trapping is a good thing. You check your traps for anything, something small. I know it may sound crazy, but honestly, yeah. Trapping is another good way because you need to also learn how to skin an animal, how to field dress an animal, that type of thing, because you're going to have those necessary skills if you want to survive. Learn what plants to eat. You know what I mean? Learn what plants to eat, what plants are poisonous, because they will kill you. I mean, come in there. Hold on 1 second.
Okay, that's cool. Man, I want to see that face in that window again. It was just going up and down.
Oh, I know. I've tried so many times to try to find that, and every time I try to look at it, it doesn't happen.
Yeah, it's like 39 minutes, like 30 minutes into it. And for the good 2 minutes, it was going, it's just going up and down, like.
What was that?
Right.
It's crazy, but yeah, it's all man. Like shelter, I know that you can get some tarp and everything else, and use it for shelter, or just be prepared, everybody. But you know what? Always ask a person that's been out there, in the woods by themselves, and you also got to watch out for the elementals as well. When you're in the woods as well, because
you will literally come across anything.
Anything.
I mean, because you could have mountain lions, you could have bobcats, you could have bears, you could have wolves, you could have coyotes. You could have literally anything show up right in front of you. Deer, elk, whatever.
Yeah. I know you're talking about you were talking about let me see the place for it. Give me a second.
No, you're good.
I know you're telling me about a place you guys investigated.
Yes.
Not Moundsville, but Shawnee. Yeah, that's it.
Yes. Yes. That place is a really great place. Yeah. It's really awesome. We love it. It's actually about 20, 30 minutes away from here, up in West Virginia. It's near Pipestem State Park.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great place. But Lake Shawnee it's an old amusement park. That place is actually one of the most haunted places in the United States.
Wow. Did you want to tell us a little bit? Oh yeah. Ben was saying this 100%. He also said, I know survive without bread, fire, and whatever.
On fire forever, yeah.
Hope your hand's feeling better, man.
Yeah.
Hey, Gary.
Yeah, I do too, bro.
It's
yeah.
Go ahead, man. Well, I was going to ask you. Sorry, we're interrupting.
No. Go ahead.
No, I was going to see if you could tell us something about Lake Shawnee,
Yes.
and what you experienced?
Lake Shawnee. Well, I'm just going to give you a little bit of backstory. Lake
Okay.
Shawnee has been there ever since like 20, 30s, 40s,
Okay, but
and on up. I think it. I'm not sure when it closed. I think it was in the 80s. I can't really dive much into it because of what we did, what we promised the owner.
yeah,
Certain things that we cannot say.
that's okay.
Uh, no, but basically, also uh, there has been deaths recorded of children actually passed away on the property.
Hmm.
And what has happened is like there's actually has been a girl that was swinging that had, back then that they had those swings that goes around in circles. You know,
Oh
talk
yeah,
about this
yeah. I know
metal
what you mean.
swing ride. Well,
Oh yeah.
the story is this little girl was riding on there and a truck had backed in too far and she smacked up against it and it killed her right then and there. Another boy had actually been sucked underneath water and couldn't move because his arm got stuck in the vacuum when it was trying to filter,
Oh wow.
and he drowned in the swimming pool area and stuff like that. There's been other things that's happened on that property. Um, stuff that I can't really divulge into,
Yeah.
but basically that is the whole story about it. And we went there to do an investigation with Hensley Paranormal and Abraxas Paranormal, um, and that was really great to do that with. What I experienced there, not only that, not only is there an amusement park, but there's also a Indian burial ground on the site. Uh, I can't really dive much into it. I know the Lake Shawnee Indians used to inhabit that area way back in the day,
Yeah.
at the time of the first settlers that come through the area. So basically, uh, what we experienced there, the first 30 minutes of the investigation was off the chains. We did our first primary, preliminary investigations, which we do. All investigations is basically we do a baseline reading of everything that with our equipment, like such as the EMF meters, the K2 meters, even the spirit box. I use the spirit box as kind of like a baseline to see what's there, what's not, that type of thing. See if I can get some kind of communication line going, if that
Yeah.
makes sense. Um, but the first 30 minutes was off the chain, and Boots and Hensley could vouch for that. There's a bus on the property. We were sitting there on the property, doing like a spirit box session, and we were getting whistles coming over the spirit box. We have a Boo Bear that has lights embedded in it, and this thing was lighting up like crazy. We was getting temperature fluctuations on the K2 meter. We were getting beeps everywhere, just like crazy nonstop happening.
Wow.
That was actually the first time that I actually got touched ever in my investigations. Of course, that was my first ever investigation as a paranormal investigator. Right there, I got touched right here on the forearm, and the touch was so ice cold that it felt like it stung, and it felt like somebody was taking a tattoo needle and was tracing like hands,
Wow.
like fingers on
Yeah.
your arm. That's
Yeah,
how it
that's a
felt. You know what I mean? That's how it felt. Like I just, and then that was the first time I've ever actually had an attachment there. That was the first time. I got pinched right here on the top of my shoulders, where like somebody just like squeeze like.
Oh. Now let me ask you, how does attachment feel? Hey Neil, how's it going?
The attachments, it's not fun. It drains you. You just feel so lethargic. Your thoughts aren't your own. That type of thing. You just don't feel like yourself. Of course, this one was a good attachment. It wasn't bad. because a lot of times you can have negative attachments that happen from places and stuff like that. That has happened before. You know, my wife can tell you more about that whenever she gets back.
Ben, I'm sorry. Ben, I'm not sure if no one shared this out yet. I normally don't ask, but if y'all don't mind sharing this out, I appreciate it. Thanks. If you can, Ben, thank you.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, thanks. Well, with attachments, like I know you're telling me that that you use some kind of music. It says with like spirit dancing and stuff like that. Like I know you use the 40 the 40 time music to get communication.
Basically, the one thing that always, and me and Hensley was talking about this one day. I actually was talking about that in investigation. Was when you investigate, you have to get into their time period. You have to ask them questions that are related to what they would normally say, or normally what they would normally see, what they would normally do, what's accustomed to their time period. So basically, these kids died in the 40s. So I just had the bright idea just coming in my head. It just popped in my head like a little BB. Said, play some 40s music. And I was just curious, So I was like, okay. So I went on YouTube, found some 40s music, was playing. Sure enough, like the whole bus just started rocking back and forth, side to side, like dancing. You could hear the whistling come over when they were answering questions, like stuff like that. Because you can't just ask you can't ask a spirit if they've heard of Fortnite.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they're not gonna know what that is. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, you have to ask them relevant information. We asked them like, what kind of games did you like to play? That type of thing. What is your favorite food? What was your favorite toy to play with? That type of thing.
Now with foods, you go back to food, right? Like do you leave an offering so they can communicate, or how does that work when it comes down to different food?
I mean, with the food, honestly, we didn't leave any food there. We just kind of asked them what their favorite food was. You know what I mean? Like, and they'll say like, I don't know if they've had like, mashed potatoes or something like that. Stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and also, like, let's go back to when you were telling me about your Pooh Bear trigger items that can help the spirits as well.
Yeah. Pooh Bear, the little Boo Bear, it's
a Boo Bear. Yeah, okay, whatever.
Okay.
Sorry.
Basically, that it's like we did that because it fit right in with the little kids at Lake Shawnee, because naturally they're accustomed to seeing a little teddy bear, because that's what they had back then. You know what I mean? Like, that's what they had, back then. So basically, it's like a little toy or like a ball, something like that they're used to.
Yeah. That's for you.
That had the lights on. That's, like, we just kind of set that there and be like, hey, you can come and play with this.
Yeah.
So, that type of thing, that type of thing, it helps them connect with you, and it helps their guard kind of just go down a little bit more. Yeah. That way they can finally open up to you, because spirits ain't just going to automatically come over and be like, hey, how are you? You know what I mean? Like,
I heard like spirits eat, and like, but they eat the energy like around you or on you or whatever type of equipment
they have the energy. They suck in the energy to manifest and to use, certain parts of the energy to be able to manifest and be able to speak on your spirit box, or be able to touch your Boo Bear, or be able to, touch your K2 meter, or make an object like move. If they're, they use that energy. They can even use your energy that's in your
Exactly.
body from your soul. They can use that to be able to communicate with you.
Yeah.
If they've been dead for a while, they're strong. They're very, very strong spirits.
Yeah.
They can use that energy to their advantage.
Well,
You
I
know,
heard when a spirit dies, like they're more not. I mean, I wanted to get this right. Let's say someone dies tomorrow. Their spirit is not as strong because they don't know about it yet, but they get stronger later on once they get used to
yeah,
it and they're learning while they're dead. What I
right,
mean, what a PowerPoint is, whatever, you know what I mean? Like,
right. They learn how to find out where energy is. It's just like us learning new things,
yeah,
a new skill.
yeah.
It's like if we go to like a new job,
Hey, Carol.
we don't know how to do it, and we learn how to do that. It takes time for us to learn that. Same thing with them. You know,
Exactly.
they won't know right away how to use the energy, but eventually they do learn. Eventually they get to the point
Right,
where they
Billy?
can pick up objects and throw them. You know,
Exactly.
or be able to. I've even heard stories of spirits actually coming through the radios on your car. They
Wow.
can influence the electronics in your car, make it not operate right. Stuff like that. They can do that if they're strong enough. They
Yeah.
can influence. I've even heard some of the spirits influence your mind and your thoughts. That's the stuff which to this day just dumbfounds me, and it amazes me what spirits can do.
Exactly. Now let's go back to the. I know what you're talking about because I know you live around mines and everything else where people used to work and
Yes.
everything. Did you want to talk about? Um, do you think that the paranormal activity there is there a lot of activity in there? People died. Was there ever a past there? I know you were telling me a
Uh,
story about that.
yeah. Mines can like near us is the TNT mine, which is in Point Pleasant,
Hmm.
West Virginia. So,
Hmm.
oh gosh,
It's okay.
I just got
Kids are
shot by a dog.
cool.
No,
Ow.
oh god, they're ruining this right
Gotta
now.
have laughter, man.
No, oh shit, oh shit, where you gonna go? Oh, God.
he'll, he'll be back.
Oh god, that was funny. It went through. I actually caught it, which was so funny. Oh.
He's fast, man. You know what I mean? Like, be careful with that chair, man.
Hey, there's more under it.
Okay, we'll get it. I think.
Well, I said you seen something. What did you see?
I don't know. They said that it was a little boy. I think somebody said it looked like a little boy
Where?
right here outside this window.
Oh, it's on the other side. It
It was on the
looked like
other. It was right. It was outside the window.
it
Like
was
a little
30.
boy.
It was 30. It's from
Huh?
31 to 39
It was,
minutes. To
no, today, like just a few minutes ago.
The dogs were barking. Yeah.
Well, what was so crazy is I was about a foot away from the window, and I seen look like something white just that way. But I looked at the window and I didn't see nothing.
The dogs have been barking.
Oh, they said
They were around here barking, and then they went around here barking.
the dog. They saying that the dogs were even barking.
Because I'm going to go back whenever we get done. I'm going to go back to 30 from 30 from 31 to 39, and it happened between that.
Right. Yeah, definitely. I want to see that because every time that you've said that, I don't see it. I don't
check my
catch it. But like I was saying about mines, they do have a lot of energy and a lot of stuff that does happen in that. And it's just like it's the same thing like with it's the same thing like if you're in a haunted house or a haunted hospital or something like that. Yeah, I mean mines being an underground miner is the most dangerous job in the world. It's one of the most dangerous jobs in the world, period. I mean, honestly, if you're a roof bolter, the most dangerous job in underground mines is a roof bolter.
Yeah.
That's the most dangerous job that you can have, and I'll tell you why. Because you literally
Okay, 13
are underground. Hey, you literally have to drill into the roof of the mine.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have to take a bolt and literally pneumatically bolt it in place. A huge bolt, I mean, huge, massive bolt has to be put up into the ceiling in order to support the ceiling part of the mine. And of course, they also use like timbers and stuff like that,
Yeah.
you know, to support for extra support. But that's the most dangerous job because at any time, if you go to drill it or put that bolt through, it can collapse on you.
Wow.
I mean, just think about it. Millions of tons of whatever is on the mountain is coming right down on top of you.
Because imagine. Well, I'm going to show you a picture before we get into this. 13 Spears showed me what he's seen.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
Whoa.
And it was going up and down. You see my arrow? It was going up and down, up and down.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second.
Let me blow it up. Oh, I can't, so. You see that? And it was going up and down like this. June, like that. Did he leave? That's crazy. Hold on a second. Okay. Oh, I thought he left. My bad. I thought you left. It's right here. Yeah, it was going up and down like this. Like this. I'm showing your wife, so. That's crazy, huh? Let me know when you guys are done watching it, seeing it. Okay. I can't hear you. You on mute.
That's messed up, yeah.
You see that? And it was like that.
Tell me.
No, you don't need to see.
I need to see it, please.
No, go on.
Oh, please. I didn't look at it.
You don't need to see.
We'll be back in a couple of minutes. Maybe we'll see it again. It was right. I was like, it was going up and down like that. That was freaky.
Honestly, I don't know. That's unexplainable. I've never seen that in my life. I've never seen that.
Yeah.
But it was like that one time I was on that panel with you that one time.
Yeah.
Not too long ago, and y'all seen that too.
Yeah. 13 Spirits. What? I think it was. I'm sorry for interrupting you. It was between 30 minutes, 31 minutes to 39 minutes. Carol, I think Ben has 13 Spirits has a timestamp. If you don't mind putting it in the chat. And it was going up and down and up and down. And at first, I didn't think anything of it. Also, we let know what you saw. Yeah. Right, Ben?
Honestly, that's the first time I've ever seen that. I mean, we do, like I said, this house is haunted.
And there's no one outside either. It's dark, guys. Like, and the dogs were going crazy. Like I think it was your wife.
The dogs. Yeah, my wife. The dogs that they let us know when something's out there. But
wow,
to this day, we haven't seen nothing. So honestly, it could be a spirit.
Oh, it was from 31 minutes all the way, and then stop at 39, and then that's when we reacted to it. Because he was talking about what were you talking about? I would think you were talking about something else. Can't remember.
We were talking about the mines.
Oh, the mines. Yeah, 31 to 39. Yeah, that's it. But let's. Well, with the mines, like imagine how many people died at the mines. Maybe it'll show itself again. But imagine you're like, okay, I'm gonna move this way. Oh, she asked how far the window was up. Carol.
Hi, me.
Honestly, hold on. I'm
No,
sorry.
you're good, man. You're good, dude. Take your time, man. I have no idea. I mean, I don't know how far it could, but the kids are inside. It's dark, and they're saying the dogs reacted to it. Dad gave away from breaking. Oh, that's right, Ben.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I mean, we haven't really had anything like that happen before. That's the first time that's actually been happening. So that's something new for us.
Yeah.
For
Well,
sure.
started from 3130. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do that later because it was just like that fast. It wasn't that fast, but it was going like.
Right. I'll have to look at that.
It's at
You'll have to show me
31 to
that.
39. Yeah.
Okay.
That was wild, dude.
That's messed up, yeah.
Yeah.
It is messed up, yeah.
So. Wow. What do you? Okay, be right back. Watch. Okay, Carol. What do you think about wandering spirits?
They can go anywhere. Spirits can go anywhere. They can do anything in it that they honestly want to because especially if you are out in the middle of the woods and stuff like that. Spirits, I believe that there's portals everywhere in the world. There's portals everywhere. Spirits can travel through. I believe that spirits can travel through time. In my opinion, I mean that's just my opinion. I don't know how accurate that is. Yeah. Honestly, yeah, I believe that too. But spirits can travel. They can attach themselves to any object. They can travel with you in your car. They can travel in your suitcase. Well, I don't know if in your suitcase, but
They're like, hey,
that'd be interesting, wouldn't it? But honestly, no. I believe that they can travel with you. It's like they're gonna try. Just for example, if my watch, my grandpa gave me this watch. Just for example, he didn't actually give it to me, but I'm just saying, if he did and he liked it a lot and he wanted to stay with me, he could have attached himself to this watch, and stuff could happen. You just never know.
What do you think about spirit guides, guardian angels, and stuff like that? Do you think you have one?
Yes, I do.
Can you tell us a little story about that, if you don't mind?
Yeah. The one story that I do have is I was actually traveling out on the road it was just by myself, and I was in Missouri, and I was going through there. I was going through a work zone. It was just piss poor rain, just hammering down. Couldn't see a thing. Couldn't see a lick outside my windshield. Going through a work zone. Mind you, the speed limit 60 miles an hour at that time. Let's see. And we were going through. I was going through there. I was in the right-hand lane, and there was a car literally in the left lane. What is crazy is there were Jersey barriers on both sides, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, this car just starts literally just almost hit my truck about this much. It would have caused me to wreck. I would have been dead because I didn't realize, but the Jersey barriers started coming in like this. They come in so close that I didn't see it, where it was raining, and everything like that. I couldn't see out my windows. I couldn't see out my mirrors. I couldn't see hardly, maybe even like 2 foot in front of my truck. Next thing I know, I just seen this car just come like this. And I'm like, oh my God, like it scared me to death because I almost thought I was gonna die. Like I could see my life just flash before my eyes, and then it got me through it. I mean, I have so many stories to tell you.
I was talking to Paradise Spirits.
It would literally just take 3 hours to tell you. But spirit, like my guardian angel has got me through a lot. And I honestly would not be here if I wouldn't be here sitting here talking to you that bad.
Now, let me ask you a question about 13 spirits. I don't really know how to do it. What I would do is, if you had a separate phone or computer, you could videotape it and send it to me on Twitter if you wanted to. So, I mean, I don't really know. Squirrel. Okay, let's say let's say you died, right? Did you see the light? Did you see family members?
I'm still playing.
Have we seen family members?
I'm talking about like when you died, when you passed. Were they waiting for you on the other side?
Honestly, yes, they can be. They can be if honestly, I think they could be.
No, I was talking about like when you died, when you did. Like, did you see anything?
I didn't die.
Oh, I didn't hear it. It was noise, loud noise. So my bad.
No, I haven't died. No.
Okay, my bad. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. No, I just honestly believe that they can be there if that was the case.
Wow. Well, I'm glad that the guardian angel was there. So I couldn't hear, so I was just.
No, I'm sorry. I apologize.
It's okay. It's okay. I was just like trying to.
No, my family is so rowdy.
No, that's all good. The family comes first, so never. So, no, that's all. I was just like, you died. I thought, so.
No, I was saying I could have died, and I wouldn't be here I wouldn't be here if that actually did happen.
Okay. Well, I mean, because a lot of people like they see their loved ones on the other side and stuff like that, and then they come back and they see like life differently than other people do. Like awakening.
Well, that your question brings up a story that my stepdad told me, but he's passed away. But he told me this when he was younger, or he told me this. He told me this when he was alive. He had said one time he used to be a mechanic, and he was just getting off work, and he has a truck.
Yeah.
And he gets in his truck, and it's a two-door Toyota pickup, 4-wheel drive, kind of jacked up, a little bit. If anybody knows what that looks like,
Yeah.
If you're familiar with that.
Yeah.
But he gets in the truck, and he is going, and he starts going down this road, and this is at 9. Mind you, this is like at 9-10 o'clock at night. Okay, when he's going back to his home, he's going home.
Yeah.
Well, as he's going home, he says all of a sudden this person just appears in his passenger seat as he's driving. He looks, and sure enough, it's his own mother.
What?
His mother. Now, mind you, at the time, his mother was passed away and gone. And his mother said, "Son, you need to stop this truck." And he asked him why. He asked her why. He's like, he just said, "Stop this truck." Said, "Okay." So he stops the truck, and she says, "Now get out of the truck." Says, "Okay." So he gets out of the truck, and he walks like literally about 10 to 20 steps. And sure enough, he looks down at a bridge outing, literally 100-foot drop.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
That close.
That close.
Wow.
I mean, 10 to 15 feet in front of his truck.
Okay, let me ask you a question. You know how you got in the accident, right? I think what I meant to say is, like, let's say, like, you know how shocked you had, the shock that you had, you know what I mean, when you got injured and stuff like that, right? Like, is that true? Your life flashes like in front of your face, like your family and everything.
I didn't get into an accident.
Yeah,
I didn't get into an accident, but I was deadly close.
yeah. That's what I meant.
It was
Like, that's what I
yeah,
meant. Is that true
do
that
it.
you're?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I could see literally everything just kind of flash before my eyes, if that makes sense.
yeah, yeah.
You
That's
know,
what I was
stuff
talking about. Yeah,
like I could just see like my whole life just pass right before me because honestly thought that I was gonna I was gonna crash and it was gonna be bad, but honestly it
no, yeah.
didn't
That's what
happen.
I was asking. I know you didn't get in the accident, but I know a lot of people are
Right.
just like, oh my god, I just seen my life flash in front of my eyes. Like,
Yeah, yeah. Like I could literally see everything that happened from when I was a little kid
yeah,
to what happened to like now. Like it just happened like in a matter of like seconds.
yeah. Because
Like
I mean, really, honestly, like basically, you did get injured, like your inner body and your mind, you did get like it's a shock. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
like
Like,
I got to where and during that time I was literally death gripping the steering wheel,
yeah,
trying to hold it straight
yeah,
so that I was like I could literally close my eyes for like I don't know like a few seconds
mm,
because I honestly thought that I was going to get into an accident. That's how close they came to my bumper, my front bumper. It
yeah.
was close
Because man, I'm
because
sorry. Go ahead.
I like it was that close. I was like, I was amazed how I come out of that alive.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, just the just the thought of it is just like wow. Like did that just happen to me? Like, I mean, I could have lost
Yeah.
everything.
Well, honestly, yeah, I could have, but and now that I just had a thought come over my head about another story.
Okay.
My mom and me were going to my grandpa's house, and I didn't even think about it until just now. But me and my mom, we used to have one of those uh, Blazers, one of them old Chevy Blazers, that the 2 door Chevy Blazers, kind of the rounder body style. But anyway, we were going down the road, and my mom was trying to miss a deer that come out in front of us.
Mm,
She overcorrected, went to the right, and overcorrected and went left, and we ended up flipping all the way across the road and uh, across the road, and unfortunately landed on the wheels. And to this day, I have a scar on my right knee that was about 6 inches deep. That was a big old gash. I had to have 5 staples put in my right leg, and I was there.
wow.
I had those in my leg for like a month, and it hurt like hell trying to get them out. But I didn't tell you one tidbit of the story, and I left this out for I left this out till the end. Literally about 5 to 10 minutes before this accident happened, I tried to go to sleep in the back seat.
Wow.
I tried to go back to sleep. Something was telling me that I could. Something was making it to where I couldn't go to sleep.
That is wild.
And sure enough, when I got back in the got back in the front seat, and literally put a seatbelt on, that's when the accident happened.
Wow. That is crazy.
Yeah, this happened during my senior year in high school. So,
Wow.
I mean, it really, I mean, like I said, I mean, stuff happens for a reason. I know everybody's got stories like that at one point,
Oh yeah, they
like
do. I
an
mean,
accident, you know what I mean? Everybody's got stories like that.
yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, well, not like that, but I mean, it's crazy, like the way it happened. Like
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
I'm gonna show a video that 13 Spirits sent me about the mask.
Yeah, let
This
me see
guy,
that.
Oh, yeah, give me a second. Hold on. Let me get there first.
Oh, I like your background. That's cool.
All right, thanks, man. Hold on a second. Okay. Let me wind this real quick.
Whoa.
Check this out. There's no body to it either.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Oh, I'll play it again.
Hold on 1 second. I'll be right back.
Okay. Let me know if you want to wind it or something like that, you know? Right, Ben? That is crazy, huh? I'll play it again.
Okay. Rewind that.
Yeah, I'm going to right now. Hold on a second. Let me know when you're ready.
Okay, you were ready. Now look right here.
Right, Tyler?
I see something.
But it almost looks human though.
That's what it does. Wow. Huh.
That's weird.
That's messed up. I don't know what this shit is. Whoa. That's weird. Did you open the window to see the signal?
Yeah, I didn't see nothing.
I mean, he went straight away to the windows, too. He didn't see anybody out there.
Fast forward up.
Oh, I closed the curtains at night.
They hate me when I'm 6'4".
That's what's good. Okay, I'll close.
Oh, wow, Ben.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
was.
go ahead. Like I said, I had to rewatch the other one.
Yeah, my mother-in-law is.
Trying to close the curtains, but too short.
I
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, if you see them that direction, then you'll know it's somebody.
yeah.
Because that's the only one that ain't got curtains on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to rewatch this.
Yep. She just closed the curtain. So. Yeah, that's crazy, dude. I'm glad you guys finally captured that because I
Yeah.
wouldn't have seen it. I would have
No, I'm-
never ever seen it. I know you guys have mentioned before.
Mhm.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Boots, I'll
messed
catch
up.
it later. Sorry. I wasn't at the premiere. But yeah, that's crazy, man. Like, I mean, who knows?
Who knows, honestly.
Like, and if it was someone messing with you, that's some messed up stuff. You know what I
Well,
mean? Like,
if they do it again, guess what? They're gonna get some lead. I know that
Yeah.
for sure.
exactly.
Because if they're on my property, guess what? They ain't going home, but they're going home in a body bag. Period.
Exactly.
I'm just saying. That's what when us that live here in this area. Yeah, no, it ain't gonna happen. Sorry. I
Exactly.
mean, you try to mess with me and my family, they get some lead. I shoot first and ask questions later when it comes to that. I don't care who you are.
Exactly.
You try to mess with my family, that's what happens. So
Exactly. During the investigation, we'll get back to, hopefully, well, she closed the window, so it won't
Yeah.
happen again.
If I see anything, it's going to come this way, and I can see there's a window on my right side.
Oh, okay. Oh, there is. Okay.
Yeah, there's a window on my right side. So if anything happens, if they try it again, I can actually see them if they want to be brave enough.
Maybe she point the camera. I'm just kidding. Maybe we'll see it. There you go. But I know you're gonna have to move yourself, but yeah, it don't matter. Okay, I got a question for you. Okay, have you or anybody that investigated with you reported any hauntings there, like voices, smells, shadows, orbs, anything like that? Like let's say if you see
lived here in the house.
No, that too, but just like let's say Hensley goes with you to investigation. Do you ask them if they seen the same thing you have seen, like shadows or apparitions?
Yeah, especially if it just happened, like if it just happens like right in front of me or right in front of us, if we're doing something, instantly I'm going to be like, hey, did you see that? Or hey, did you hear that? Because honestly, if you're investigating a group, and this is why I always say investigate the group, not only for for safety purposes, but also an extra set of eyes to verify if they've seen what you just seen, if that makes sense. Because it makes you more credible as an investigator. Because honestly, or they may see something that just happened in front of them that you may not see, because then it just makes it that more interesting. And then all of a sudden, if you both see it, you go to try to debunk what happens. Something could, if you're standing, say for example, if you're standing in this room and the bedroom in there, something falls just all of a sudden, and of course it's pitch black and you don't see nothing. You know what I mean? And you hear something fall and that there's nobody in that area.
Yeah.
You go try to look, honestly, obviously you're going to try to see what happened. You're going to try to see something actually did fall, in the next room, in the bedroom, stuff like that. It just makes it that much more interesting if you're actually able to debunk it. Sometimes you may not even be able to explain what happens because it may not even be there.
Exactly.
That's how I think about it.
I got a question. Okay, do you always think when a paranormal incident happens, right? You always believe it can happen at the same time of the year that they died on, or maybe the weather can actually, you know what I mean, though, right?
Yeah, it's residual haunting, residual. Spirit, if an event occurs in a specific area, the imprint from that energy, from their energy, can leave imprints in the wood or in the walls, the building materials. You could even have just a simple rock in your house that was from another structure and that could still have that imprint in it. So something like that could actually cause your house or whatever to have what they call a residual haunting. Basically, what it is, a residual haunting is when an event occurs and it actually gets imprinted. If there was a really, really bad experience, or it could be a good one. It could be a really great experience, like a birthday party, or, happened, or maybe some guy got the greatest news of his life inside of his house, or it could be someone was murdered in that house. Someone could have hanged themselves in the house. Violent stuff happens, but also great stuff happens. Basically what it is, what it takes for that to happen, it has to be the right moon phase. It has to be the right time of day. It has to have the right type of weather for that to happen. It has to have the right kind of temperature for it to happen. It has the right, every one of those things has to align at the exact time, at the exact second, for that residual haunting to play back. Basically, the walls inside these haunted places are like a big, huge movie.
Yeah.
That can play over and over and over again with everything that has happened in them. You know, to me, that is the coolest thing ever, to be there at the exact time that something had happened, because you are literally watching
Hey,
a
kid.
bridge into the past. You know, it
Yeah.
is, it's crazy. You know,
How about when the house records like a certain event? I know that goes into the same thing too. You
Right.
know, because let's say you're in a property, right? And let's say you hear like running upstairs, you know, that's residual too.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but what I don't get is just like how, you know, like house records someone's death because it's just traumatic death, you know? Like
Yeah.
has that ever happened to you in that other respect?
It. I haven't personally experienced it. My wife probably could answer that question if she has ever experienced that. I personally haven't experienced it yet. You know, knock on wood, I really would like to experience that myself. Now, actually, no. You know, honestly, I don't know if it was residual or not, but I can honestly tell you what happened. This was, I think it was back a few years ago. And me and my wife and my kids, we were in bed. It was pitch black at 3 a.m. You know, everybody was asleep. I knew it. You know what I mean? My wife was right next to me, so I know it wasn't her. But if I could hear somebody literally walk down my hallway, walk into my room, or mine and my wife's room, walk to my wife's side of the bed, walk to my side of the bed, and leave down the hallway. And what it sounded like was somebody had pants on but didn't have shoes. So you got that swishing sound. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I asked my wife the next morning. I said, "Hey, I heard this happen last night." And I told her about the way it sounded like. She said, "Yeah, that's my grandpa. He used to do that all the time when we lived here." So I don't know if that was a residual type of thing, or if it was the actual spirit. You know, that still dumbfounds me to this day. So it's kind of hit or miss. So if I've actually experienced it or not.
Yeah, of course. I mean, there's a lot of, I mean, to me, it feels like there's a lot of stuff that went on in your life that you're like, and then later on, it's like you're like, oh man, that happened. You know what I mean? That happened because, I mean, imagine everything that you experience in a haunted place, and even in your personal life, you know, that there's been like, you know, like even smells, even perfume smell, cigarette smoke, you know, so on. You know, like
I have smelled, like, honestly, I have smelled, and what's so funny, I have smelled like, okay, my stepdad used to chew tobacco all the time.
Yeah.
Like, he would know, like, it was crazy because he would literally take the chaw and put it back in the bag when he would go to eat.
Hey,
and whenever he went after he was done eating, he would put it back in. You know what I mean? Like, so that smell was, you know what I mean? Like, that has happened before. And also,
wow.
I
don't. Eli, go check when you ask for sound. What?
You will hear when you ask for the sound. You will hear an EVP of a kid. No way.
Wow.
Is that when that happened?
When asked about that, yeah.
Went to my uncle's funeral. I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry about that, bro.
Sorry about that.
Sorry for your loss, man.
Yeah, sorry for your loss.
Do you mind if you can go get? I don't know. Let's see. Go check when you ask for the sound. You will hear an EVP of a kid. Wow, maybe it's me because I have a little girl in the background too. That's why I don't sit in my chair anymore, because you see some people see the little kid.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and there's two. Like one night I woke up and there's two faces, you know, appearing in the in the closet. Hey, let's go back to what do you think?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I could smell, like, going back. I could smell that, you know, so that tobacco smell. that I get. You know what I mean? I have smelled that in the house before. No, I've smelled that in the house, and I've also smelled perfume that was not my wife's. So just randomly happened, you know. You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah, I
would
know what you mean.
sometimes, like I would come into the house and I was like, "What's that smell?" My wife would be like, "That smells like perfume."
Like mine used to smell like my grandma's, like roses, sort of like or
Oh
smoke or
yeah,
cigarette smoke or.
yeah,
With the weirdest thing, one night I was laying on my bed, and I know it's not about me, but I was laying in my bed, and I smelled dead skunk, and I told my mom, "Hey, come here, you smell it?" She goes, "No, what are you smelling? A dead skunk?" I was like, "There's no dead skunk smell." Like, and I smelled it at the same time when she was in here.
yeah. Like a dead.
Eli, other video. Okay, Eli, another video, white EVP. So you want me to go check it out? You hear a little kid laughing? I know there was no little kid laughing at that time either. I'll check it out in a few. Give me a sec. Oh, okay, I got it right now. Okay, that's what he's sending me. Okay, hold on a second. I'm gonna share this, guys. So give me a second.
Okay. All right. Maybe you can hear me better.
I'm gonna share this right now, and we'll replay it until it's when I asked what again? Wait, let me see. What did I ask? Okay, it's when you hear Eli check when you ask for the sound, you will hear when you. Okay, I'll check. Hold on, give me a second. Packing and lurking. Thanks, Val, for being here. I appreciate it. All right, let's do a this real quick, and this. Okay, let's do this, guys. Let's see. Right, and let's say you hear like running upstairs. You know that's additional too. Yeah. But what I don't get is just like how record someone's death. It's traumatic death. You know, like yeah. Has that ever happened to you in that other respect?
It. I have.
Let's go back.
Oh, how about when the house records like a certain event? I know that goes into the same thing too, you know? Because let's say you're in a property, right? And let's say you hear like running upstairs, you know, that's too.
I heard that.
Oh, I heard that.
And there was, and your kids weren't making any noise at the time either.
No.
That goes into the same thing too, you know? Because let's say you're in a property, right? And let's say you hear like running upstairs, you know, that's residual too. Yeah. But what I don't get is just like how, you know, like how record someone's death because it's traumatic death, you know.
Hold on a second.
Because let's say you're in a property, right? And let's say you hear like running upstairs, you know, that's residual too. Yeah. But what I don't get is just like how, you know, like how record someone's death because it's traumatic death, you know. Like yeah. Has that ever happened to you in that other respect?
I think we passed it, did we? I will watch it. I want to hear that. Hold on.
Oh, how about when the house records like a certain event? I know that goes into the same thing.
It is.
Right. Because let's say you're in a property, right? And let's say you hear like running upstairs, you know, that's residual too. Yeah. But what I don't get is just like how, you know, like how record someone's death because it's traumatic death, you know. Like yeah. Has that ever happened to you in that other respect?
I can't hear it now.
I have. Oh, how about when the house records like a certain event?
Can't hear it now either.
The same.
But I heard it.
Right.
I know it's there.
You're in a property, right? And let's say you hear like running upstairs, you know, that's residual too. Yeah. But what I don't get is just like how,
Where is it?
you know, like how record someone's death because it's traumatic death, you know. Like yeah. Has that ever happened to you in that other respect?
Hold on.
I have.
Yeah, let me try one more time.
How about when the house records like a certain event? I know that goes into the same thing too, you know. Because let's say you're in a property, right? and let's say you hear like running upstairs, you know, that's residual too. But what I don't get is just like how, you know, like how to record someone's death because it's traumatic death, you know, like has that ever happened to you in that other respect?
That's weird.
I heard it.
That
But-
goes to the same thing too, you know, because let's say you're in a property, right? And let's say you're like running upstairs, you know, that's residual too. But what I don't get is just like
It's not there.
you know, like how to record someone's death.
That's weird.
It was right over here. It's like right.
Like, has that ever happened to you?
Yeah.
In other respect?
I mean, everybody's in chat heard it too. Let's do this one more time, then I'll stop it. I don't want to sound annoying, but I want to hear this. Hey, Lexi.
But what I don't get is just like how, you know, like how to record someone's death because it's traumatic death, you know, like has that ever happened to you in that other respect?
Right there.
Where?
Just like a few seconds.
Okay.
To you in that other respect?
It's
I
weird.
heard it right there.
Okay, let's go here.
Right before that. Yeah.
You know, like has that ever happened to you in that other respect?
All right.
Right, got it? Hold on a second.
Because it's traumatic death, you know, like has that ever happened to
That
you
it?
in that other respect?
Right there.
Right there, I seen
That's
it. Yeah, but it sounded so different though. Like when we first heard it, you heard like the giggle.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I think was it Lexi? What's the deal? Yeah, I don't know who else
What's
said
up?
it. They seen it. But that's what I'm saying. Like, is there any like? It could have been on my side too, man. People hear little girl laughing in here.
It could have been happened. It could have happened to me too. It could have been on my side.
Yeah,
Like, we don't know. We don't know the answer.
no, we never will, man. That's the
No.
point. What do you think
mean,
about? Sorry.
Because spirits can manipulate electronics.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So it could have been either one of us. So that's really cool. That's really cool how we was able to actually catch like you have someone agreeing with you through the veil. Yeah. It it definitely sounds like that.
But it's kind of weird. The first time we played it, we heard the and then all of a sudden
Right.
it started going lower. Like it's on your side. What side? His side or my side? It's on one of your. Yeah, I hear everybody hears little girl on my side laughing, giggling
Okay.
sometimes.
So I
Who
mean,
knows?
but
I mean,
what I think is really awesome is how we was actually able to catch a piece of paranormal evidence.
yeah, I heard
right
that.
here on the line.
13 Spirit said plus listen, you get static. Yeah, I heard of that too.
Yeah, I
Vel
did
said,
too.
yeah. Vel said, yeah, I don't see anyone who could be either of you. Yeah, no, because no one's laughing. There were kids out there, but my sister's kids, but they're not laughing. They're actually watching a movie, so
You know, because my door's shut.
yeah.
The door to this room, it's shut. So if that tells you anything.
Wow, it's crazy. Now, how about Ouija boards or dowsing rods? What do you think about
We
them?
use dowsing rods.
How is that for you?
Ouija
Is
boards,
Yeah.
Ouija boards, we do not.
it cool?
And the reason why we don't use Ouija boards is because those are very dangerous. You could have literally a demon communicating with you and you would not know it. If that tells you anything.
Yeah.
Because there have been, countless
Thanks, Hensley.
countless things happen to people in the past that has happened to people in the past that has affected their lives negatively from using the Ouija board. So we don't condone, we will not ever use a Ouija board. They're not even in the house. However, we do use dowsing rods. I'm not sure. I don't know if I put them.
Yeah, I want to show you. Maybe you can show us an example. How you use them and everything. That'd be cool. We can see that. Yeah.
Yeah, hold on one second.
Okay. Cool. Nice. All right. Nice. Yeah, that is crazy. I never had that like on an interview before. Wow. Vale, I bet you're excited. You're moving. Where you going? I know where you're going, but like, hope you enjoy yourself in that long drive. Like, it's crazy. Huh. Yeah. Yeah. No. I'll also Hensley. I will watch your video too. Later after I get done here. We'll be back and he'll show us his dowsing rods and everything. He'll show us an example too. So I have some crazy results using dowsing rods. I was a total non-believer. Yeah, I heard they're pretty cool, man. I mean, they got some. I mean, there was this one YouTuber I was on panel and like I asked it a question and they gave me a good answer. Like, and I was just like, what? Like, it was wild. I mean, I don't mess with Ouija boards either because I know it's pretty bad stuff. Vale, yes, long drive with a bunch of stuff in tow. Wow, you got to be careful, man, because those roads, man.
Okay, I'm back. I have these. It's in this really awesome looking little bag here. But these are dowsing rods, which is really cool. They do have these little stones right here that are there. And also they do have these copper pieces of tubing that, as you can see, freely floats on there. Mm-hmm. So if they were to use, you can see how I'm holding them straight and they are not manipulated by my hands in any way, shape, or form. You can see them already moving.
Did you want to maybe communicate with somebody? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, hold on.
No, you're good, man. I was wondering if you want to communicate with that spirit you seen at the window and the little girl laughing or a kid.
But if that was you, if that was you in the window, please cross. Please cross. Whoa. That was really immediate. Oh, look. Okay. If you are here with me, please cross them again. They're trying. Oh. Oh. Yep. If you are a good spirit, please uncross them. Wow. Look at that, God.
Real quick, Vale said, Squirrel, Calvin is with you, behind you.
Who?
Calvin.
Calvin?
Yeah, I don't know. You go ahead and read that.
Calvin is with you, behind me. Calvin. I don't know a Calvin. Okay. Calvin, if you are Calvin, please cross them.
Sorry.
Yep, that is Calvin. Thank you, Calvin. If you are here to tell me something, please uncross them. Oh, wow. Look at that. Does she know what kind of message he's trying to send me? That's crazy. If you can show me where you are, please turn where you're standing.
I got myself muted just in case you hear any noise in the background.
Wow. So standing to my left. Wow. Can you please straighten him back out? Can you straighten him back out? Close. I know you can do it. There you go. Oh, wow. Wow. Thank you. Thank you, Calvin, for letting us know. Thank you for talking with me today.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
The little girl that we heard giggle, was it on my side or was it on Squirrel's side?
If that little girl was on my side, cross the dowsing rods. No. Oh, wait. Apparently it was on your side.
Wow. What? How can I ask you a question? Do you have? Is it a? Okay, I got one. Let me know when you're ready.
Hold on. Hold on 1 second.
No, you're good, man. Take your time.
Okay. No, go ahead.
Okay. The little girl that laughed on my side, is it a good spirit?
If that little girl was a good spirit, please cross the dowsing rods. Just trying. Yes.
Nice.
Calvin, can you show me where you're standing at right now? Can you point the rods to where you're standing? Am I right, apparently? Yep. To my right. Thank you. Can you please straighten them back out? Oh, yeah. Look at that. Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got these dowsing rods from Kara Shoplin. If you don't know who that is, Kara Shoplin is married to George Joplin, and George Joplin was actually featured on Ghost Adventures on the Kennedy Mine episode. This is her card. It's Into the Light Healing.
Let me put that out. Hold on, give me a second. Hey PPR, how's it going?
Yeah. Into the Light Healing is where actually I got these bracelets from.
Hold on a second. Let me.
No, you're good. They are awesome, handmade. They don't cost, but I think each bracelet costs like $15. But she also has stones and all kinds of stuff. Like this is her, and then Into the Light Healing. Hold on, I'm trying to.
Yeah, focus still. Yeah.
Come on, focus.
It's not working with you right now.
No, it's not. But
well,
that is,
you could put it on the chat, or
yeah, yeah.
Or you can put it in the private, and then I can put it out there, so I can type, I can paste it if you want.
Let's see.
What's up, Patron? What's going on?
Into shoot, I better not do that.
No, you're good.
Because my okay, cool. Hold on. Yeah. Into
Val says she's watching Calvin right now.
Really?
Yeah, guys, feel free to put out your links, So,
Into the light. See.
Hey, guys, I put out his link to Otherside Investigators, the good investigating team, and check them out.
.com. Yep, that's the website. That's her website.
Okay, I'll put it out in a minute. So, what do you think about the? What do you think about the word "the"? I'm not gonna say it.
The.
Yeah, sort of like. Hold on. I'll put it in private chat. So.
Okay, hold on.
I'm gonna put this out, guys. You can.
All that. They are real. You have to be very careful with them. Because they can manipulate you, they can take over your life, they can literally cause some very bad negative things to happen to you and you don't even know. They can alter how you do things. They can alter your mind, the way you think, the way you feel, the way you see, the way you smell, the way you touch. You can basically become them if you aren't careful. I strongly recommend if you feel that, if you do have that, if you feel that you are being affected by one, please go see a priest. Please go. Please get blessed. Please do something to help with that. That's just the way I feel. Because I certainly don't want to bring that home with me. You can just tell me don't want to answer that. It's fine. Because Nicole seen Calvin.
Oh yeah, I know. We she was telling us before that she sees Calvin and stuff like that. So.
I don't know who. I wanted to ask her if Calvin is trying to tell me something. That's what I want to know.
I know she's moving. Maybe she'll come up. Guys, I'm gonna go ahead and put a link out, and then, is that okay? If you're ready to.
Hello. Why, honey? Go in there. Hold on. I'll be right
That's
back.
okay. Okay. I'm gonna put a link out, guys, if anyone wants to come up. As long as I know all you guys on there, but whoever's lurking, as long as you respect the chat and the panel, that's all that matters. Past life. And let's go ahead and ask, go and swirl whatever you guys want about his channel and about the paranormal side and stuff like that. So what's up, Alyssa? How's it going? Long time no see. I haven't figured out how to do that yet. Okay, I'll do it in a minute. Let me but yeah, man, that's what we're here for, just support each other's channel. And yeah, I'm not a sub channel. I'm just saying, nope, Eli. Past life. Cannabis is awesome. It is awesome, man. I wish I could use it medically. That would help me out a lot too. So hold on, give me a second. Let me. And I can have to up to 10 people too as well. Okay, I pinned it up there, guys, so I don't have to keep on putting out the link anymore. So everybody's welcome. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good, but Rican. I'm just try to enjoy life. Pick coming to you, Eli. Okay, Val, cool.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, how's it going?
You see me? You didn't see anything. You want to see some of my artwork?
Yeah, why not, man? How's it going?
Oh, that's in the background. Now, hopefully, I can put some of this on shirts and stuff like that eventually.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is my artwork. Damn, I'm in my dad's house. Before my mom died, she framed up a whole bunch of my art.
That's awesome.
Is it awesome? Is that
Yeah. I think it's awesome. Wow.
It's awesome. I like it. Hey guys, leave in the comment section. I'm the YouTuber. Leave in the comment section.
Nice.
All my videos.
Like the pictures.
Cool.
Bad stuff on YouTube.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Hey, guys, let me know in the comments. I have a new video coming. You guys better watch it on your phones. Leave in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe. And don't forget the bell and the thumbs up button. Please let me know. Please.
It's crazy. So how's it going, man?
Nice.
Yeah, I'm good. Okay, I'm good.
That was cool. Okay, I'll check it out in a minute. Give me a second. I'll check it out. Okay. I will show this when he gets back, so let's wait for him.
Better?
Yeah. So what do you think about the paranormal, man?
Oh man, I was surrounded by them. Because I lost my brother when I was young. He was my best friend, and when that happens, you go through like a bunch of trauma, right? Maybe you get addicted to drugs, or you do something, or you just feel tremendous sadness. But then eventually, after you weed through all of that, then
That's okay, Bill.
Then you have like guardian angels around you,
Yeah, for real.
I don't know. Gotta have some faith. You can't go banging with the demons like through the veil. Like she's bad. She's bad. She just goes straight banging with them. Like wow.
Exactly.
Whoa. I told her I was like, I'd have walked away a bunch of times. I'd have felt uncomfortable, like so much in my stomach that I couldn't stand there. But she does. So there are some people that are here to bang with the demons. Let's bang with them. They aren't supposed to win.
No,
You know?
they're not.
Absolutely not.
Have you seen a spirit before?
That's a crazy thing. Not until I was like 40 years old. I saw something. Uh, I'm like the biggest skeptic, you know. And then I saw something that freaked me out, you know. So I'm all in. After that, I was like, well, I always felt some stuff before. You know, I always just, just roll that way. That's the
Exactly.
way I am anyway. I just, you know, I follow signs and things like that, but you know, I don't like demons messing with me in this life, so I pretty much ignore everything, you know. But then all of a sudden, you see some, and then you find some people that are talking about it, and so we can bang against them, right? We can bang.
Exactly.
It's not just noticing them; it's like saying, like, "All right, back up a little bit too," you know.
Yeah.
You know, because you're whatever it is, we have to maybe direct them to the right place. You know, it's weird. I don't know what I've gotten into, but you guys are awesome.
Thanks, man. I mean, I just like asking. You know, I'm not a paranormal investigator, but I like asking questions. You know, it's cool. You know, I like what I do, and yeah. No, like I mean, like with me, like I mean, I seen some spirits and stuff like that, and like I seen a spirit in the kitchen. You know, had like a like her hair was up and everything else, and I was talking to Matt, and he was telling me how it reminded him of a Chinese like demon looking like thing, and I'm just like, wow, like that's pretty crazy, you know. He was supposed to show me a picture and a link about it, you know. If I recognized it, and I do, it's still fresh in my mind. And I mean, I didn't feel any like any hurt coming in my way, or any attachments, or any smells, or anything. I just thought about it was just like, hey, okay, I seen it, and that's it, you know. Like, I mean, I don't fear them, you know what I mean? Like, I think if I see them, they're just trying to show me a message, you know what I mean, or they need help.
But I don't fear nothing. That's why I don't give a fuck about like YouTube. You guys can film the hell out of me, like filming his fingernails the other night.
Yeah.
Like, look, you know, I don't give a fuck about shit like that. You know,
right.
There's more important things going on.
Exactly.
Know?
Hey, the darkest sky is my mind. How's it going? But yeah, I mean, well, at the same time, like Nubs is cool. I wonder where he's at. Is he there? Probably watching. Hey, how's it going?
Good.
So how's your night going?
It was wild for a while.
Right, Lexi?
Yeah, I made dinner for my dad for his birthday.
Oh, nice.
Oh, what'd you eat?
I was gonna ask that.
Actually, my husband's plate's still sitting here, so I'm gonna lift it up and let y'all see.
Okay.
We got steak, homemade mashed potatoes, homemade macaroni cheese with onions and mushrooms.
Nice. That is so cool. Yeah.
I cook like this all the time, so.
Nice.
Child.
Yeah.
Feed me. Like a
so,
baby.
Exactly. Hey, babe. I gotta ask you a question. I know you were saying that, you know, you're a white witch and everything. Like, can you tell me more about that?
Yeah, absolutely. Us white witches, we only practice good craft, I guess you could say.
Mm-hmm.
We don't do anything to harm anybody. We actually bless and protect things for people, things of that nature. Now, if you're a dark witch, then, you know, you're going to have some voodoo hoodoo going on.
Yeah.
But as a white witch, I just basically practice good things using Mother Nature. I give back to Mother Nature and obviously Mother Nature can give. So I basically practice this white magic, things that are
Okay.
good.
Okay. Now I know what I was thinking about today is that some of like you're into like cards, or like white witches are like into cards and stuff like that, and into the land and stuff like that. Can you? I mean, what kind of do you use cards as well?
I have them. I don't use them often. I use a crystal, and I like use it over a map or something. Like if somebody say like a friend of mine wherever needs some good vibes or magic, I use my scrying crystal to send them good vibes and stuff. I mean, I can use cards, but I don't. And say like I go outside and I break a limb on a tree. I ask Mother Nature forgiveness, and then I thank her for giving me that gift of the tree branch or whatever.
Nice. So it's mainly just like the love of. So it's like the love of the land, sort of like, you know what I mean? Like peace, love, yeah, such and such.
Yeah, that's why I have like a lot of crystals,
cool,
and stuff like that for like protection and stuff like that.
Well, crystals are like from the beginning, like everything.
Exactly.
We're made of crystal, so and nobody knows that we're magic as hell. Like, look at all of us. We're all magic. We just need to find each other, right?
Exactly.
Eli.
Yes, exactly.
Exactly. Absolutely.
How does someone get started into being a white witch?
I was actually born into it. I'm third generation white witch.
Nice.
My mom, she has some abilities, but she doesn't like to talk about them, which is understandable. Some people don't. Both of my sisters do. We actually had a witch cabin not far from us. She wasn't a white witch, she was a dark witch. The cabin used to be there, it's actually fell in now. But when I was 16 or 17, me and my best friend who owned the land, which is connected to ours, she's like, hey, let's go check out this cabin. We get there, and she tells me that the person that lived there was a dark witch. She practiced dark magic. The devil come and took her child, basically killed her child, and she hung herself in that cabin. And you could actually hear her crying and weeping for her child. And then you could hear a baby cry. It was really eerie. It was really crazy. But yeah, I'm third born generation white witch. I was born into it. I didn't really know my abilities all that much until I was about 5. And then I started noticing that I could do things, and I started developing more magical stuff, I guess you could say. And over time, I just started kind of breaking myself into it and doing it little by little.
Nice. Like I know that like what other abilities comes with that though? Like I meant like with being a witch and everything.
I can sometimes move things if I concentrate hard enough. My husband picks on me a lot of times because I hate red lights. And I will sit there and I will say, and I can change the red light to green.
Look, Grandmaster Wizard gonna tell you that's absolutely true. Absolutely, you can switch some shit right in front of you. Absolutely.
Yeah, you can.
Wow.
If you
and
think
I have, when I've gotten upset and I didn't want to be bothered, my natural instinct is to shut the door. And I'll just wave my fingers and my door will shut.
Wow.
So, but when I first started doing it, I realized that I could move things just by looking at it, especially when I got aggravated and I would shift things across the table.
Keep going.
Yeah.
And ever since then, I kind of just built up on it and just kept practicing and kept practicing.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I can't do that. But there might be somebody that can, and because we can do this shit with our brain, there are some people that can, and so keep going. You know, I don't know.
Yeah. I work with it every day, and
Absolutely.
I know I've had some bad attachments in the past
For
from spirits and stuff.
years. For years.
And
Yeah.
and
Magic,
so I actually put a protective bubble over our house to protect us.
YouTube watching everybody.
Hold on one second. I know, right? Now I heard. Now, like back then, like in the Salem days, you know, like I mean, a lot of them would be, you know, put to death and everything just because they're a witch. You know, it doesn't matter if you're a good witch or a bad witch. You know, do you do you believe in that history of that, or have you researched it?
Yeah, I have. I actually had an ancestor that was part of the witch trials. She was a white witch.
Yeah.
One of the darker witches actually ratted her out, and they ended up hanging her.
Wow.
So, and her name was Maggie. So, I believe, you know, that history goes way, way back.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of truth to it, and then there's a lot of stuff that isn't true about it. So it's like, it's 50-50, you know?
Exactly.
But I'm eventually going to go there. I'm going to go explore Salem, so.
Cool. What's up, Peach?
This guy.
I'm packing a bowl.
Hey, there you go.
Is that her remote? Okay.
So I don't have no fear. Hey man, just watch me what I do anyway. This is what I do. Can you tell? This is what I was just sitting around doing anyway. Right? So I might as well, you know, add my sense into people. You know, I'm there's some stuff up here that's freaky. I know some shit, and I know some shit about Hollywood stuff too. I have uncle who out there.
Cool.
He writes in Hollywood. Oh,
yeah, I want I want what you're on. Nah, just kidding. You know what I mean? Like, so going back, like with spells, like, I've been to Salem. That's what Survivor Girl said. But with spells, you know, like I know you use good spells and everything. Like, have you seen bad spells that went wrong?
Yeah. Yeah. My sister tried. My sister is what we call half. She can do either dark or white. I have that ability too, but I choose more white than I do dark. She tried to do a curse spell on somebody and it backfired on her. And I was like, well, you probably shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
right?
spells can go bad, especially if you do them wrong.
Wow.
And I don't think she did that one correct because it backfired on her.
Wow.
Like big time.
It's like I've seen this one person put like they're like it was like a glass and they made a face come out of it and everything else in the glass.
Yeah.
And I was like, what?
Oh yeah, like you can do some crazy things with spells. And you can actually make like little hex bags and put it in somebody's person. Like hide it in their room, their car, even in their backpack or whatever.
You're not lying.
And you can actually hex somebody that way.
Wow, that's crazy.
Things that came. I prayed for things. I don't know if people just I don't know what it is. I don't know what you believe in, what everyone else believes in. I'm not some kind of Jesus freak or anything like that. I keep an open mind, but
that's me. I keep an open mind. I mean, God did create Mother Nature, and there's gods and goddesses. So I believe in both.
Satan Satanist or anything like that. I believe in God. God.
Right.
Thank God. So what's the do you know the difference between
Absolutely.
Wicca and witchcraft?
Well, that's it.
It's kind of basically the same in a way. Because you have the Wiccan faith, you believe in Mother Nature.
Mhm.
With witchcraft, you use Mother Nature. So it kind of goes hand in hand.
Yeah.
It's basically the same. Okay. Sorry.
Wow.
I'm trying to listen.
You're good.
Hey,
He's just like,
stop.
yeah, he's all like, I'll be back and go get something to drink. You want to talk?
Yeah, like he's over here finally eating, so
You know,
he's like, I'm thirsty. And me, I have this gigantic water, so
Yeah, true.
that's all I drink is water.
How long have you been? How long have you been?
Souls. You have good water, it attracts good. Yeah, keep doing that. Keep drinking good water. Absolutely.
Yeah, our water that comes into our house comes straight out of the mountain. It's natural spring water.
Oh wow, nice.
Yeah.
How long have you been in the paranormal investigation with the family and stuff?
We recently just started that, but it goes back further, you know. My mom, as you know, growing up, she always told us that never to be afraid of what's in the dark. And she always told us ghost stories, and she always let us watch horror films. I mean, I can remember growing up as a kid, my mom reading me scary stories.
He died. Yeah. Always provoking me into that place. I love it. Anyway, keep talking.
And when I was 4, I started seeing spirits. I'm also a psychic medium, sensitive, empath. Growing up, I could always see things, and I never understood what they were. And I saw this dark figure in my sister's room. And I screamed out, and my mom came in, and she's seen the dark figure too. And she's like, you have that ability. And I was like, yeah, I see things. And I see a lot of spirits quite a bit. I've encountered quite a bit of things. But as far as investigating the paranormal, we've always went out and explored and done stuff growing up. But we, a couple of years ago, decided to go ahead and do a YouTube channel for it. So that's how that came into play, which is pretty cool.
Oh, nice, cool. What's because I know that you see stuff and everything else, and I know that probably like you use slack, you lose slack, you lose lack of sleep, when it comes down to it, Can you explain some of that to me as well, like with your dreams and?
Absolutely.
I bounced
Hold
myself.
on. Okay.
Good night, baby. Go to sleep.
I'm gonna let her talk first, piece. So so if you don't mind, thank you. So they won't interrupt. So thank you. Oh, go ahead.
I have what they call night visions. Basically, I dream about other people of stuff that's happening to them, and at times it does get to you, and you don't sleep. And even having the ability to see and hear spirits, they can come in your room at any hours of the night because they know they can hear and see you, and you're like, hey, can I need help? And you're like, please stop, I'm trying to sleep. So a lot of times you don't get enough sleep. And a lot of people think, oh, spirits they're like in normal form, like they have a perfect face, perfect body. A lot of times that is not true.
No,
I have encountered several spirits. I've encountered several spirits that has had disfigured faces. They've had half of their head missing. So I mean, they're not always normal.
Yeah.
They fall in their tragedy sometimes.
Wow. That must be scary though, because you think about especially in your dreams, you don't know if they're trying to, pass a message or they need help. but still that's traumatizing to you, and that keeps you awake all the time. You know.
Yeah, it's difficult. I'd say the worst one that I've ever had to do, I encountered in the middle of Walmart.
Wow.
A girl,
Oh,
a
Walmart.
girl's brother was attached to her, and he was trying to send her a message to say I'm sorry for what I'd done. And I actually ended up having to I followed her in the bathroom because he kept bugging me so much.
Walmart
I
is
was like,
one
look,
of
I'm gonna go in the bathroom. I'm gonna
weird
talk to your sister.
lighting, the weird thing. That's absolutely one of the places that the government does, because everybody goes to Walmart, right?
Yeah, Walmart.
They
Yeah.
They buzz. So watch the lighting in there. When you go in there, you feel weird because the lights in there up above your head, right?
Yeah.
And then as you walk through the place, there's some weird fucking buzz getting. I don't even go to Walmart anymore. No way. No way.
Right?
Motherfucking place. Fuck that. You know?
But the lady, her brother had committed suicide. He couldn't get clean, no matter how hard he tried. And he ended up killing himself because he just couldn't take it anymore. And he wanted to let his sister know that he was sorry for leaving her. That was his one message he had to get to her. So, and I was like, okay, I'm going to follow her into the bathroom. I'm going to talk to her. I gave details of a tattoo that he had done weeks before he had committed suicide. His name, his date of birth. I knew all of his information. And she was like, it's crazy. She's like, because I always felt like he was always with me. I said, yeah, he's with you, but he's trying to tell you he is sorry. He didn't mean to leave you. He just couldn't handle the life no more.
Wow. Well, it's kind of weird because if they have a message, let's say if there's a it's kind of hard to go up to a person and say, hey, you know what I mean? It's
really hard.
It's a message for you, like, dude, what are you asking me for?
People tend to look at you like you're crazy, and they're like, whatever,
I would.
This person has a message for you, like, please let me get the message to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had several people question me.
Wow. But then they give you the spirits give you answers of names, places, so they can validate it, But still, it's crazy though.
Like her brother was telling me, hey, I have this tattoo on my forearm. This is what I got done. This is the exact details. And when I told her that, she just kind of grabbed her mouth and was like, oh my God, that's my brother's tattoo. How did you know that? Like, exactly. I know he didn't know you. Like, how did you know that? And I'm like, well, he's here. He's trying to get this message to you. That's the only way he can go into the light is to get this message to you. That's his final thing he wants to do. And that's to get the message to you.
Yeah.
Exactly. And at times people just kind of look at you like, you're nuts, get away.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. Like it's risky too, because anyone could just flip out.
Yeah. That's why I'm like, look, if you don't really necessarily have to tell this person this, I'm not gonna do it because I really don't want to beat down. I don't want to get.
I know that for a long time, Ellie. What you just said.
Yeah.
If one of us freaks out, then the rest of us for our mess, right?
Exactly.
Right.
Fucking chill out. I'm a pretty intense person. You see me.
Exactly.
I had to do that to myself since I was younger, because if I got swept up in whatever this world keeps chirping at you on the TV or whatever, I can't watch TV. I haven't watched TV for 6 years. It's just traumatizing. Like, get out of here.
Yeah, no, I completely understand what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
No, can't even watch like my dad sent me. I've got fucking. He watched Netflix and stuff. He likes to watch old English shows.
Yeah.
And I pointed out to him the doorways in the old English shows are all giant from giants. I don't know if you guys can tell. I'm a giant. I don't know
Exactly.
if you guys can tell from
Hey,
here.
Jax. Yeah,
I can tell.
I know, babe. I know.
Touching the ceiling. See?
He's
too
tall,
short.
man.
Wow. Yeah. My
I'm
brother's
short,
bigger than
so
me.
I have to use a stepladder for everything.
Yeah. And my mom was whatever everybody fucking freaks out, like Nephilim or whatever the fuck. My mom was a giant.
Yeah.
But she was an Indian and she knew how to cook like the best stuff. Like I told you in the text, she taught my dad how to cook.
Exactly.
Her and my grandma taught my and now I'm ace in the hole. Since I was little, I knew my mom was smart because I'm from my mama.
Exactly.
Pick up, squirrel. Be the awesome lady that you are. Love it.
Exactly. Can
I'm
you
just
see
a definitely-
spirits?
I can.
Keep talking, squirrel. I love your words. I sat back and was just listening to you for a long time. So keep talking. You said like super awesome stuff. So I'm impressed.
Like when you see spirits, like, I mean, like, do they talk to you, or is it just a feeling, or is, because I know spirits, like, some people can see, like, they can't talk, but they're talking, with their mouth, how can you communicate with them?
Most of the time when I see them, normally I can hear them speak. But if a spirit isn't strong enough to speak, then I go by feeling. Like, okay, I can feel your sadness, or I can feel how you felt before you passed, like all that stuff.
Cool. That's crazy. Like, I don't think I could ever handle that, like with seeing spirits and them being my dreams and stuff like that, and not sleeping for so many days, like, and it's crazy. I don't think that I can handle that.
It gets really hard sometimes. Like I was telling you earlier, I've been up for 72 hours.
Yeah, you tell me that.
I had maybe a 30-minute nap today, if that. So I mean, sometimes it's really hard. It really is. But
hey, Miss G. Sorry. Go
but
ahead.
usually when I go to sleep, I've been having the same dream for the past 2 years, and each time I have a new clue. But I don't know if this person has been murdered, or this is something that's going to happen to her in the future, or if it's happening now. I don't know, but it's always the same dream. It starts out, I see a girl running. She has long dark hair. I would say black, maybe dark brown. She's wearing a white nightgown. She's barefooted. It's been raining. I can hear the rain. I can hear a river. I can feel the fog, the mist on my skin.
Yeah.
I can feel the cuts on her feet where she's running through the brush. I have woke up with cuts and bruises. I can hear what sounds like a man hollering.
I'm with bruises.
And
hold on 1 second, please. Hold on. I'm just letting her talk. So, all right.
I have heard men hollering.
She's not lying.
I can actually feel her heart rate, because when I wake up, I'm sweaty and I still have that heart rate. But each time I see her running through this area, it's always something new, like something changes. So I don't know if this is still happening to her, if she's dead already and she's trying to say, hey, this is what happened to me. You need to help find me so I can get peace. I haven't seen her face, though. I've never been able to see her face. But she has a very light voice. I've heard her talking and breathing heavy. But it's always the same dream. She's always in these woods, these dark, thick woods. It's always at night. It's always raining. There's always fog. and she's near some type of river.
Yeah.
Bring her
So I
to
can
you.
hear the water really loud. But I've had this dream for the past 2 years. But like I said, there's
You
always
have good
something new.
energy. You have awesome energy. Can I say this? You have good energy.
Absolutely.
They're trying to come to you. I'm out. Easy. They're trying to come to you. Easy. They're
Yeah.
trying to come to you. You're an awesome person. Easy. You're good. Right?
Thank you.
I did. Yeah, she is.
And
go ahead.
like the last
That-
one that I had,
How energy works.
I noticed that she had a cut in her nightgown.
Exactly.
And that wasn't there before. So like each time I have this, it's always something new. I feel like she's already passed. I feel like she's trying to get that message to me
Exactly.
as to what happened to her. And I keep a journal of each time I have this dream and something new occurs in the dream, like the rip in the nightgown. I will specifically highlight that. So that way when these dreams are done, I can go back and see all these things that are highlighted, all these clues, and maybe it can help me as to figure out who she is, where she's at, and how she died, and who done it.
Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, like with my dreams, like they come true too. Like it's like it feels like everything. There's different things in my dreams that are different each time. Like and I think it represents the person, like in that dream. But then there's times where because I had one where it lasted a good maybe 8 years until I found that person I was supposed to talk to, and they kind of they shoved me away because it's just like, they were weirded out about me, So
yeah, they thought
but it
that
was
you were
crazy.
crazy. They were like, "Oh, this person's crazy."
Oh yeah,
I completely understand. But like, what I would advise for you to do, Eli, is to keep a journal of your dreams.
Okay.
If you wake up and you can remember it, write it down. So that way, if you have this dream again and you notice something different, you can look back at that and be like, oh, okay, here's the message. Here's the clue that I'm looking for.
Exactly.
It's all right here. So that
Eli,
way you can
what
do
do I have to do to look into the camera? Because it looks like I'm looking at myself, and then. But
I have no idea, man.
Is this me looking at you? Is this better?
Well, that's better.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, hon.
Am I looking right at you?
Yeah.
All right, dude. Hold on. All right. A little bit better? Okay.
Yeah.
Look.
Yeah.
Hey. Okay. I have lived through life trashing the shit out of me. Okay. I'm sitting in my dad's place right now. He's 80 years old and he deserves to have this nice place that he's sitting in. But my whole life, I have taken care of everyone around me because they did not understand that these ghosts and spirits and all kinds of shit was around them. And I always did this. I held to it since I was young. And then man, everybody fucking turned crazy on me. I've turned about 30 years old and everybody just backed away from me. 41 years old, now everybody's coming back. Oh, interesting. Yeah. Very interesting. But I have been the same person the whole time, just like you, Eli, just like you. And so feel what you feel if you feel something with your emotions, hey, if you pick up on something, you caught something in the photographs when we were watching Squirrel before. Yeah. Hey, roll with it. Anyway, back off. I'm done talking too much.
He has a lot to say. Okay, hold on a second. Let's This girl hanging out with Calvin. I guess that's where he's standing. I was gonna show a photo of what Val like showed me and stuff like that. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna show it right now. I don't know.
Okay.
Okay, give me a second.
I go get another beer.
Get this real quick.
This new desk chair is comfy.
It is, ain't
Thanks for breaking my old one.
it?
Okay, one second. Let me.
You seen that one too, didn't you, Eli?
Yeah. Here's the one that Val sent me.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. So eyes, nose. Oh, yeah. I see what you're talking about now. And there's the chin. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hold on.
That is wild.
I'm taking you out with the chair.
Okay, show that again.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
How to get a better look.
You had to get closer.
Okay, here
He's
we
blind
go.
like me. All right, you see the two eyes right there. And then you can see the nose. And right there's the chin. And that's the top of the head. You see what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm. That's crazy, but have you ever heard of
What
Calvin, named Calvin before?
I have, yes.
Really?
fuck?
When?
There was
Totally believable.
I think
Your
the
husband was rolled.
person,
He
the
was
original
rolled.
person that had the house, I think one of his great uncle's names was Calvin.
Oh, whoa.
Calvin Wolf.
That's awesome. See that? Okay, that's two paranormal things that's happened on this live.
Yeah. Well, no, three of them. That little girl laughing in the background.
Oh, yeah, that's three.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear her laughing quite often. She's always here. She wears a blue dress. She's real sweet and she has like really curly hair, but it's brown. I see her a lot.
Yeah. Hey, Terry, what's up, man? Going on?
So annoying. It's so far away.
Good night,
Trying to.
squirrel.
Oh, hello.
Look like Calvin, honey.
Good night. Love you. We're getting bed. Go enjoy that new DVD player. Mommy got you. Until your old one broke. Go get in bed.
It's pretty much playing.
Oh, good. Good night, baby.
Love you.
Love you. Sorry, I was giving my baby girl night kisses.
Yeah.
But from what I could tell from the picture, it kind of did resemble him, Calvin. So
Do you know who Calvin is, though?
yeah. The people that lived in the house before my mom and dad bought it, the guy, it was his great uncle, Calvin Wolf.
Yeah.
And he was full-blooded Indian.
You want to hear a recent story? So I almost bought a trailer to like fix it up. There's a double wide trailer in Florida, and to make some money off of it. No lies. I'm not a shill, but I'm smart. Okay, right? That's how wizards are. Very smart, right? Hello.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to manipulate other people. I'm trying to fucking make the world better, right?
Mm-hmm.
So go to hell with somebody like me, right? You know, but if you're a good wizard,
Really?
It's kind of focusing out. Watch it.
then we can make some change. Like I've given away weed to a lot of people here.
I'm sorry. I did come back later on. Sorry. I'm just in the middle of the interview, so sorry about that, guys. It's just not that. So, yeah. So, I'm sorry, Peace. You can come back later. So, I'm in. I normally just ask people to mute and stuff like that. So just letting you know. So, anyways, go back to your story. I'm sorry.
But yeah, the guy that lived here was the guy's great uncle, Calvin. He was full-blooded Indian, so he's probably hanging out with us.
Yeah.
I do know before I put a protective spell on our home, I was doing dishes one night and I kept hearing my name in my ear, and I would turn around and I knew it was just me because my husband and kids had spent the night at his mom's, and I kept turning around. I was like, who was saying my name? Like, what do you want? And then before I could even get out, what do you want? Or who are you? Why don't you show yourself to me? I heard this evil growl in my ear. And before we moved in, my sister had lived here. She's heard this growl. And then my mom, she lived here. She's the original person that bought the house from the wolves.
Mm-hmm.
She heard the growl. So all three of us have heard the same growl in this house. So I was like, yeah, I'm putting a protective bubble over this place. Like, that's a no-no. Like, I got kids. You ain't about to come up in my house and be bad.
Exactly. I'm going to interrupt you real quick. But I just don't like talking about, like, drugs on my panel or anything. That's why I kind of kicked him off. Like, he's showing his weed and everything else. So try to be nice and tell him to mute and everything. And I don't like that. So, I mean, I don't mind if you guys want to come on panel. But it's just respectful for the person I'm interviewing to mute, and then maybe ask her a question after that's that's containing the interview as well. So I'm sorry if I have to kick them off. You know.
No, you're good. You do what you got to do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No,
absolutely.
He was kind of throwing me off a little bit, and I was just like, "Why are we talking about this for?" Like, you know, like.
Yeah. No, I got you.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
But like I've had like a lot of paranormal stuff in this house. I always have. I guess the biggest thing that I've had came home with me from Lake Shawnee. I have a little boy. He's always here. That little boy's always here. I tried taking him back to Lake Shawnee, and he just came back with me. Like, I don't think he wanted to be there no more. I think he liked us. And when we do spirit boxes and stuff, you can hear him.
Yep.
He'll laugh and talk to us. Like, he's about 6 or 7.
Yeah.
So wow. He's a cute little boy. Like, he didn't want to go back to Lake Shawnee. He wanted to stay. So I was like, you know, you're harmless, so you can stay.
Wow. Do you feel he's ever like doing anything wrong to you, or is he just around?
No, he's just around. He'll move stuff from time to time. I think it's his way of playing a game with me.
Yeah.
Because like I'll be looking for something and it takes me several days to find it. I'm like, I know I put it in this spot, and then when I come back several days later, it's in the same exact spot that I put it in to begin with. So he'll move it. It's kind of like playing like hide and seek with an object. Like, he's really playful. Like, he doesn't try to hurt the kids or anything like that. Like, he's just here to hang out and say, hey, this is cooler than Lake Shawnee.
Exactly. That's true. I mean, like, I think that would kind of freak me out too. Like, just like, I mean, even though like if they're not doing nothing harmful or anything, I think that I would still be kind of freaked out. Like, I mean, everybody says there's a little girl in my room. She passed away and everything, but at the same time, it's just like I don't mind that she's here, but she doesn't mess with me at all. She moves things, like she closes things, or she, you know, like turns on my TV when I did have it in my room. What's in my closet? It's still in my room, but like, and it didn't bug me. There's nothing malicious about it, you know. Like, as long as you know no wrong is doing is coming towards me, that's okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, the thing that I brought home from Kmore Mine, it was a full-blown attachment. It was awful. It would grab my legs. It would bruise my legs. It would try to tug me out of the bed. I would have severe nightmares. Like when I don't know if you guys have watched the Kmore Mine video. I didn't get a whole lot Because when
Yeah.
we got down there, I felt fine at first. I felt fine. And then I started taking pictures, and then I started videoing again. And after I started doing the pictures, I felt just awful darkness and heaviness.
Yeah.
Like terrible heaviness. And it was after I had stuck my head through the gate, the guard there, into the mine to get pictures and footage, and I felt just awful. My legs started cramping, my muscles gave out on me, completely gave out on me. That has never happened to me before. I looked at my sister and my niece. I said, just leave me here. I was like, I can't make it back out of here. I said, just leave me. And they're like, we're not leaving you. So they literally had to manhandle me back up out of the trail.
Mm-hmm.
And by the time I got to the car, my body would just completely had give out on me. And when I got home, I noticed my back had been burning the whole way home. And I thought, why is my back burning? I thought maybe I was having muscle spasms in my back.
Yeah.
When I took my shirt off, I had 3 deep scratches. It had brought blood in my back. And this attachment went on for at least 6 to 8 months before I could get it off of me. But it literally just like broke me down to the point where I couldn't walk anymore or even feel my body.
Wow.
So I think it kind of like got into my body. I think it slightly possessed me, I guess you would say.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, you're not going anywhere. You're staying here. Because I begged my sister to just leave me. Like, I absolutely begged her to leave me. And when we got home, she told me, she said, your eyes looked funny. Your voice sounded different. She's like, I've never seen you do the things that you did when we were there.
Yeah.
And I had a severe attachment.
Val, I was gonna tell her after she was done, she was saying, Val was saying that that guy Calvin is wanting the pocket knife. She hears them. Why is she not hearing him? That's what she said.
Pocket knife?
Pocket knife.
Oh, okay, pocket knife. Okay.
Yeah.
I think the pocket knife, I do have a pocket knife that I found here in the wall. So I'm wondering if that's what he's looking for. Maybe it might have been his pocket knife. And I have it, it's locked in my gun safe. Like it's a little red knife, pocket knife.
Where did you find it at, if you don't mind me asking?
In the wall.
What?
Yeah,
wow.
when my mom and them bought the place, we had to redo everything, the wiring, everything. And we had to cut a section out of the wall that used to be my room. And in that wall, I found this little tiny pocket knife. And I thought, that's the cutest little knife I've ever seen. So I kept it. So apparently that was his pocket knife that he had hid. And I didn't realize it.
Wow. That's wild. Yeah, Val was telling me, and I was just too busy looking up other stuff. I'm sorry, Val. And then I had seen her message, and I was like, oh, damn. Because she picks up on this kind of stuff as well,
Yeah. I picked him up before here, but he never would tell me his name. I don't know why, but he never would tell me his name. There's always been a man spirit here, always, since the day when we bought this house, I'm
going to ask Val.
It's Calvin, and he wants his pocket knife back.
Yeah, right, Val. If you're out there, what can she do to? I know he's probably attached to it, Val. What can she do to have him move on from the house?
How can I help him move on? Do I need to give him his pocket knife back? Do I need to take it to where he's buried? I know a lot of times when I help spirits move on, I usually take it to where they're buried, and I give them whatever they want. I'll leave it there with them. I usually dig up a small patch and put it down in their grave. So I'm wondering if I need to do that for him.
Okay, she says I don't know if she's still there, but I'll text her and see what she says.
Yeah.
Let me see. Open my Twitter up real quick. That's crazy. Like, cause I mean, just like I know she picks up on stuff and everything, but I mean, if you need to do something, then probably you might have to, Yeah, here she is.
Yeah.
She says, there she is.
I'll walk up to him and ask. I think I will, like, because I want to know what he wants me to do with it. Do I need to give it to a family member? Does he want me to bury it with him? I'm gonna find out, and then I will let everybody know what me and Calvin decides.
Yeah. Ben, we're okay, man. It's just, I mean, normally like everybody, someone mutes whenever someone's talking up here. So, we're all good, man. So, but anyways, back to, man, that's kind of crazy. Cause just like, what else have you found in the wall except the pocket knife?
We did find $20 bills one time, but the guy's daughter came back for it. And she's like, I know my dad put money in the wall, so I need that money. So we were like, okay, it's yours. We're not going to keep it, but yeah. She said that her dad hid all kinds of things in the house, especially in the walls and the floor. So I would like to kind of like
Not
find
the
a
whole
way
wall,
to like see into the walls and the floor just to see what else we can find.
Yeah, that's
I'm
wild.
really curious just to
Yeah.
see what else is hidden in the home. Because this house was built in the 50s.
Well,
So
maybe
it's
you could
pretty old.
maybe you could get with Vel with that on that. You know what I mean? Like, and
Yeah,
she can, if that's okay with you, Vel. I don't know if you have her on Twitter or anything.
I do.
Okay, just go ahead and contact her. I don't know, because it could be anything else too. He's attached to as well around the house. I mean, when I was later, I lived in England. Me and my mother would find coins in the walls of the houses they were tearing down.
Oh, well, I do know in a lot of cultures they do put protective coins in the walls.
Yeah, Ben, I'm not gonna block you, dude. It's all good, man. We're good. But yeah, that's crazy. Like, imagine that. Imagine like, because back then people used to hide, their money in walls and cushions, and
They would even put it in jars and bury it in their yards.
Yeah,
And we're all the time finding stuff in our yards. Like we have found, I don't know how many horseshoes in the yard.
I think it's like 25 plus horseshoes.
Yeah, 25 plus horseshoes in the yard. So, man, wouldn't that be cool if we found some money up in my yard?
Yeah, and he was over telling me that I didn't even know this. Like if you put it upside down is bad luck. I think it is, right? You told me.
Yeah.
Yeah, your luck will run out.
Yeah.
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 I didn't know that. And then when I was a
the
kid,
pointy ends down.
Yeah, that's like with the pointy ends down in the upper part, like the round part pointing up. That's bad luck. Don't do it.
No,
like
man,
you're supposed to have it like a U. That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, Ben, I didn't block you, man. No one blocked you, so we're good.
No. Nobody blocked him. He's good.
Yeah, that's just an old mountain man tale.
Yeah, I believe it to be true though.
Yeah, because we had one of ours like that, and we actually did having bad luck.
We had a lot of bad luck, and
yes.
I didn't think nothing of it because it fell down, and I didn't pay attention to it. But it had been the wrong way for a couple of years, and that's why we were having bad luck. And I was like, "Gosh dang, why didn't I catch that in time?"
Exactly right. Yeah. Survivor Girl, you can come on. And yeah, I just don't like the have showing it the weed. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't like that. So, but yeah, that's cool. I know you're ready, so you can come up. As long as Squirrel's wife is talking about her personal stuff, with her experiences and everything, then you can mute your mic and and ask her questions as well. Or you could talk about your experience as well too. So if you don't mind.
Yeah.
But yeah, the link is up there. I posted it and everything else on top of the StreamYard thingy. So anyone can come up. Val said that Calvin. Okay. Paranormal Underworld. That's her boyfriend said. Val said that Calvin said for her to give to Maria. Give to Maria.
Maria is his daughter.
Oh, what? That's something new.
Maria is his daughter, and I know where she lives. She lives in North Carolina.
You might need to mail it to her. Call her up and tell her you're going to give it to her.
Yeah, I definitely will. Yeah.
Oh,
I
no.
never would have thought about giving it to her. You know?
No, you're
But
good,
yeah,
Survivor
that's his
Girl.
daughter. Yeah, Maria's his daughter. So I will definitely mail that to her, and I'll put a personalized note and stuff with it. So that way, because it has his initials on it. CW.
Wow.
So yeah, Calvin Wolf.
Oh, everything happens for a reason, you know?
Yeah, definitely. That was a real gun. Oh, that's scary.
Wow. That is crazy. Yeah, the link should be up there. I'll put, hold on a second. I will put it out right now, and you can come up, okay? Give me a second. Okay, here we go. Paranormal Underworld said that's what Calvin wants.
Yeah. I will definitely respect what Calvin wants, and I will send it to her. For sure.
That's crazy,
I've got it
Terry.
locked in my gun safe. It's been there for years. One of the things I like doing is having my haunted collection. I have 3 haunted dolls, and I
Yeah.
love them. My mother hates them. Every time she comes down, she stays far, far away from them. Because Mara, she loves to move. Pokey threw herself off the thing and cracked her head, so I had to fix her. And then Eleanor, I got from a lady who adopts out haunted dolls. And she's been really good. She's been quiet. Now, when I do the spirit box, she'll talk to me. Oh, yes, bring me Mara.
That would freak me out.
This is Mara, you guys.
Oh,
Am I here?
wow.
She's my
I'll
haunted
show that.
doll. This is
A
Mara.
talking doll would freak
see.
me out, though.
Yeah.
And she has threw herself off the stand that I have her on, and she's made of glass. Like, she would shatter because we have wood floors.
Mhm.
But she has threw herself off twice, and she has not broke. I don't think she likes where I have her, so I'm going to move her.
Exactly.
But Mara, she likes to hang out with me a lot, don't you, Mara? She respects me. I respect her, so.
Wow. Have you ever had any paranormal activity with that?
I have. When I first got Mara, it was just her. I had her sitting on a table out there in my living room, and she would like turn herself all the way around, like she would face the wall. And she would move it quite often. Like she would do it quite, like I'd move her back, she'd turn back against the wall. Like she didn't, like, I don't know, like she was weird for the longest time.
Yeah.
And then I did a spirit box session with her, and I asked her if she wanted me to put Pokey with her.
Hold on one second, man. Hold on.
And ever since I put Pokey with her, she has done fine. But I recently moved my living room around, and apparently she does not like the spot that she is in because she keeps throwing herself off. This is Eleanor. Eleanor is my other haunted doll.
It's scary.
And
Yeah,
she's quite old. So
Scary looking. That thing's scary. I
How
was
long have you-
watching a show the other day. I actually got scared, had to shut it off. I don't usually get scared watching shows, but even that doll right there scares me.
How long have you had the doll?
I've had Eleanor for about a year now. Mara I've had for 2 years. Mara and Pokey I've had for 2 years. So I need to get you some more Tylenol.
I think my imagination gets away with me, and I think about like waking up in the middle of the night and having it be next to my bed or some shit like that.
Yeah.
They haven't moved to my room, and I hope they never do, because the minute they do, they're gonna go on their they're special made boxes to keep them from moving.
Right?
But
Right?
so
I
far
know.
they haven't. I mean, yeah, Mara's threw herself off the shelf several times because she doesn't like where I have her. She
Yeah.
just doesn't like that spot. So I will move
Right.
her, but
The other little while ago, you guys were talking about mirrors,
hmm
and
yeah.
I had gone to like a, like a Savers or something, like a thrift store, and I
Yeah.
found this mirror that I've been looking, like they're hand painted with oil paint, and they like nature scene, and they're kind
Yeah.
of expensive when you get them. They're like one of a kind, each one is hand painted. So
Yeah,
I found
absolutely.
one for $7 or something at the thrift store. And so I hang it up in the kitchen, and my cat, and I don't know if it was haunted or whatever. It's just a story, the story. I'm just telling you my story. Um, so my cat wouldn't come out of the bedroom, like wouldn't cross the thresh. It wasn't like she was hiding in the bedroom. She was standing, sitting at the threshold and wouldn't come out. And the only time she would come, like, is if I was in the bathroom, she'd run in there and go to the bathroom. But other than that, she'd run back in. So that and meow constantly. That went on for 3 days. Now the mirror was high up, so it wasn't like she was seeing herself in the mirror and scaring herself or anything. And there was no window to reflect any sunlight or anything. No reason why she should be that way. So when I took it down, she came out of the room. So
I'll be
I
back,
put it
guys.
outside because I had read something about, mirrors and animals and stuff, your animals start acting weird. And it was going on 3 days. So I put it outside, but it was such a beautiful mirror that it was killing me that it was outside. So I tell my downstairs neighbor about it, and she said, "Oh, I'll take it." So I told her what happened with it. So she takes it.
Right.
She starts like waking up in the middle of the night, being thrown. I mean, she was covered in bruises.
Oh gosh, that's not good.
Yeah, she was waking up like almost being thrown against the wall and bureaus, and it stopped when she got rid of it. She got rid of the mirror,
Whatever was
and it
attached
stopped.
to that mirror was bad.
Yeah, that's what I think too. Like as if somebody, maybe it was in the room where someone got murdered or something.
Yeah. I was getting ready to say that, yeah.
Yeah, because I hadn't
And it
hung it,
was
and
like
then
playing what was happening, is what it sounds
it
like
was
to me.
really weird. I mean, she was. I'm not exaggerating. She was covered in bruises.
Oh my gosh. I would have been freaked out. I'd have been like, yeah, okay, this mirror's going back.
Yeah, for like 3 days, she had it up in her house, and then I said, "Pam, I go, you got to get rid of that mirror." I go, "You got to get
Oh
rid of
gosh,
it."
yeah.
Yeah, she said, "You're right, and she took it and she put it out. I don't know where it is now,
Wait,
and
wait, 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 wait,
they're
wait, wait.
so beautiful too.
The frame
Those
around the
particular mirrors.
mirror. The frame around the mirror. Remember?
No, it's not a frame. It's a and what it is it's a craft, like the fair that usually comes around here, which is called the Eastern States Exposition. So it's all the states in this area.
Yeah.
There's a stand, the vendor, somebody who does crafts that hand
Yeah.
paints those particular ones, and they're all different and they're beautiful and they look very realistic. The water and the trees, very nice, beautiful, but they go for big dollars, like $50, $60, at the fair, and it was $7. I thought, what a deal, because I've always wanted one, always.
Same here.
And yep, and yeah, I'll tell you, my cat
Graffiti
wouldn't come out, but
artists
yeah.
fucking on YouTube, banging.
Huh?
I'm the best artist. Come on. You met me. Hey, Survivor
Artist
Girl.
for what?
Whoa, come on, let's go. I'll make you some sweatshirts. I'll sell your stuff eventually. Bang it on to me, but I'll go for you first.
What are we on? How do we get on this different subject?
Yeah.
So okay, I gotta try to see.
I just thought you were a fantastic artist. So can I?
Me, an artist?
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
I don't draw.
Don't worry about it. He's off. So. He's
Yeah.
I try to give him a chance, so he's just
I hear you. I got you. I feel you. It's okay. Oh, yeah. You know, I feel like okay, whatever. Go ahead. Talk. I can't see that little blue writing. I can see Eli, and I can't see the other the Ty, the girl who does the paranormal stuff in the reading, right? I'm
That's
next to you, Eli.
Oh, you can't see me?
No, I can see you.
Okay, but she can't. Oh, okay. She
I
can't
can't see
you.
the blue writing. I just want the name.
Oh, Squirrel's vlog.
Yeah, Squirrel's vlog.
Squirrel. Okay. All right. I thought there was a girl here.
It's the other
Yeah,
side.
I'm right here.
That's my wife.
I'm his wife. I'm Dawn.
Oh,
Yeah, they're
that's
the other
nice.
side investigators. So
I like
okay.
that. You have a very friendly voice, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah, you have a nice voice. Not like me.
You have like I can feel your vibes. Like you have really good vibes.
Thank you. That was a good way to put it. That was a good. Most people say the nanny. You know, like the nanny.
Yeah.
So that was nice that you changed it into the vibes because you're a good person. See, you did a nice thing there.
You're welcome. It's true. You have great vibes.
That's a nice thing to say. I've been studying vibes a lot lately. You know, like really that the body really does give you vibes.
It does, yes.
Yeah.
And a lot of people have auras too. They have color auras.
I believe that.
Like my husband, his aura is like a sunset orange.
Nice.
Like it's really like a blue and or a purple, a bluish purple.
Yeah.
For you?
Yeah, probably so. Yeah.
I would think so. Not that I see auras, but I don't know. Like I guess colors could put people together too. Like Eli, I see like a yellow.
So what is
say that? He has like a yellow aura.
So what is the difference of it? What's the difference between the aura colors?
It just basically sets off like your personality, your soul, like you're a good person, you're happy. Yellow is like a good happy poppy color for you.
Okay. I'm happy always.
You do have a yellowish aura. Yeah. I would think if somebody said you have a red aura, would you think that's a bad thing or a good thing?
Some people it can be bad, but for other people it can be good.
Right?
Because a lot of people can give off like a red cast and still be like one of the coolest, happiest people ever. But
like
then you got
sexy.
the ones that
sexy
are
red.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what you say. Oh, you have a red aura. You mean I'm sexy?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
That's silly. I laugh at myself.
I do the same thing. I even have conversations with myself sometimes. I'm not afraid to admit it.
I pretend to put the voices to things and then I still laugh.
I do the same
like
thing.
I'll talk for things.
Yeah.
Like my cat or my dog. Not like crazy in a way.
No, like I understand what you're saying. I do the same thing. Like I can tell myself a joke in my head and laugh at it. And then everybody's looking at me like, what are you laughing at? And you're like, no, this is a joke in my head.
Especially if you're at like a red light.
Yeah.
You're just laughing to yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
People were friendlier at red lights this year, I noticed. I know that sounds weird to say.
It's true though. It really is.
People were like friendlier. Like even though that whole BLM thing was going on, I never saw that in anybody. Like I'd be, I have a convertible, like, which is something that I've always wanted, like my bucket list, which is so messed up because I'm all like, oh, look I got my bucket list. The apartment I've always wanted, the car I've always wanted, and then I get cancer.
I know,
So
like I have a bucket list like that too, so don't feel bad. Actually, I have.
But then I got cancer. So I'm like, oh, maybe nobody should have a bucket list.
Yeah. I mean,
don't say it at least.
Yeah. I have a bucket list for several like different categories, like my paranormal. I have a bucket list for that. and I have a bucket list of what I want to have in life, you know. And one of the things that I'm trying to set a goal for this year is to try to get a new vehicle.
Yeah, right. I mean, it's like they're definitely not the price they used to be when we were young.
No, definitely not. Now they're more expensive and they have all the bells and whistles.
Yeah, my first car was a 72 Chevelle 4-door.
I had a Spider Eclipse was my
Those
first
are
car.
nice.
5-speed.
Nice.
I mean, it was all
Convertible?
decked out.
Was
It
it
was all
convertible?
decked out. And then I sold it to my brother-in-law.
What did you have, Eli,
I'm sorry.
for your first car?
I don't have a car. I can't drive, so
No, your first car.
I never had a car.
You never drove?
No.
Never?
Well, I lived in Austin. Like in Austin,
I
They-
wonder
they
if
had,
in your past life if you died in a car accident.
maybe because you know what? I always had these dreams where my car's going out of control, that up the hill and up the hill, and I can't control the car. I always
Yeah, because that's extreme to not ever drive. And you, I mean, really, that's extreme. Not extreme bad, but like, there's got to be a reason. Like, and I would think that would be it. And if you're saying you've had dreams like that, then I would think that, yeah.
We'll see, because in my dream, I was going out of control and everything else, and so with this it changed. Okay, it was okay. All my life is just I'm always having this dream where I'm driving to the store, and all of a sudden it just goes out of control. You know, the car.
Yeah.
And then okay, it changed one time where yeah, I did, babe, but I don't. You know, with Australia is different. Australia, I did drive. I didn't own a car. Never owned one. You know, I always borrowed my ex's car. So yeah, that's my
Right.
Freddie A.
No, go on though. So it changed. You
So-
said it.
Yeah, I never owned one. But yeah.
No, you said the dream changed.
Oh, the dream changed to I wrecked into a fence, and the security guard, the black security guard, he came over and he was over showing me the way to like I guess some safe haven or whatever. So we're walking, so all of a sudden my dream changed to this construction site. It's very small and everything else. And so I was actually downtown, but I was lost downtown. But then I woke up, but I could smell like just the air and like the food going around me, and just the air. I seen the signs of everything, like restaurants, and okay, well, I'm always hungry, but whatever. But anyways,
Like you think
so-
it was a regular car accident or like a race car driver accident?
I don't know. To me, it was just a regular car I was in, and I could smell the leather of the seats in the car, and I could just, I
That's
could see my
detailed.
hands around it. But that's about it. Like that's all I can tell is that. And I remember I was going on a highway, and in this highway, it had like hydro glided, whatever, in the air.
Hydroplane.
And hydroplaned. So
Hydroplane,
I
yeah.
couldn't control it, and it was just crazy, man. Like I mean,
Do you think that when, like, for one, do you believe in reincarnation? And two, do you think that people are born right away? Like, if somebody dies, then right away they're like reborn.
I believe in that. Like I think I lived 3 times. The other time I lived in the 1800s around there, and I actually worked in the cotton field or whatever I was doing, you know. And in my dream, like, you know, I found the love of my life, and it was forbidden, you know. So I guess I don't know how I died, but that's how I felt. That's the way I died. Is that I was caught with the person I live with, you know.
Right.
My fiance said, but in real life, I got in a car accident. But before that car accident, babe, I also had dreams of me driving that car fast and me losing control of the car. So maybe that dream did come true. Never thought about that.
I wonder though, like, if say you were to look up the year that you were born, but look up, you know, in the month, but look up, you know, car accidents, because to slim
Yeah.
it down would be hard if it was, especially if it was just some regular person,
Yeah.
But maybe if you were to, because I don't know, I'm just wondering, do you think that when somebody dies, they're automatically reborn,
I think
or do they
so.
go somewhere?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you think if you died 3 times, of course, like when you're like, let's say I died in the 1800s, right?
Mhm.
So, and then I woke up again, like I died, and then I was reborn to somebody else. In that, I guess it's me. I guess you know what I mean. Like, and I'm over here trying to make my life good than I was back. Well, it was not good, but I don't know what kind of life I had back then. But
Well,
I
no,
need to
but
make
if
my
you
life
died in
better.
the 1800s, or you were
Yeah.
born in the whatever, you lived in the 1800s, and then you had another life, like say you lived 70 years then,
Yeah.
and then you had another life, and then the last one was the driving one, because driving would make sense because cars are more modern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have no
so
idea. I
that
mean,
would be
I
a
think
past
that.
life. I wonder if the years correlate to people who have died in the way that you have your dream.
Think about it. I was born in 1980, and I guess.
So what kind of a car did it look like? Did it look like a car from the 80s or from the late 70s?
No. I want to say now these days, like probably maybe like I can't tell. Like, man, it was like these days, like 2000 car, sort of like, Yeah, babe. I know I
How old
wasn't
are
a driver,
you?
but yeah, huh?
How old are you?
I'm 40.
Because when you said you could smell the leather, it just reminded me of something like
70s, yeah.
Cordoba, or remember they were like
Yeah.
rich Christian leather
They were, yeah.
back in
Good
the
I-
80s
good
and
thinking.
stuff. Remember?
Yeah, that's some good thinking, though.
Yeah.
You know what, Ben? I don't know. I don't like that kind of like I mean, just throwing me off what happened with Ben and stuff like that. Ben, I just don't like showing that on my stream. You know what I mean? Like, next time whenever you come up in a might not be this stream, but don't show that though. I mean, it just made me uncomfortable, and I decided to kick you off, and you're interrupting people and such and such. Sorry guys, it just threw me off.
No, you're
but-
fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that I don't allow none of that. Like, I should just did it in the first place right when I seen it. I was trying to give him a chance to be like, you're not blocked, dude. I just,
Alright.
I don't like that kind of stuff, especially, everybody's kids on panels and stuff like that, dude. Like, I'm just being real with you, and I'm just gonna end it right there. You know what I mean?
That is true, and that's very thoughtful.
Yeah, I shouldn't have. Yeah, I should just kicked them off a long time ago. No offense to you, dude, but
But
whenever you
that's
go on a
good
panel, you
way,
got to.
a way to explain it. Like, that makes sense.
Yeah, sorry
Yeah.
about that.
That makes sense.
My dream car is a Nissan Skyline R34 GTR.
Exactly.
Oh,
Wow.
there.
Sounds pretty cool.
Sorry, it's
Car
gonna
or
freak out
car?
the stink bug. I about
Yeah.
touched it.
But I got in a car accident in Australia, but my ex was driving, and so I wasn't driving at that time. So maybe all those years, maybe that dream came true, but I never even realized till now. I'm crazy, but yeah, you know what I mean? Like, wow.
Yeah,
Sorry,
but
guys.
somebody else was driving. You said that you felt the steering wheel in your hand, though, right?
Yeah, that's the problem. Like,
That's
I could
the
just feel the. I mean, I could actually grip it. And I could just feel myself going, whoa, like, in the air.
Yeah.
I mean, it was wild.
Right. I think that sounds like a past life experience memory or something to me.
Yeah, it is crazy. But all my dreams, it changed. Where I was going to the
Right.
store, or where I was, but I was never the passenger.
Right,
and,
It's always
Exactly.
the driver.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's
And
kind of like
feeling like you were like entering
Nice,
on the
babe.
highway. That's that could be possible. Exiting and or entering on the highways. That's always scary.
it's almost kind of like the one I had, but except it wasn't a car. But it was so realistic. It do you remember when I took a nap that day and I woke up crying
Mhm.
and was shook up? Okay, so I'm gonna explain this dream to you guys.
Okay.
When I went to sleep, I dreamed that I wasn't in my house. I don't know where this house was, but I remember I was dreaming in my dream, literally, and my kids knocked the lamp over and broke the lamp. Well, the wall caught fire, and my husband, I walked outside to throw the lamp outside because the lamp was on fire. It was raining. My husband was taking the axe to the side of the house, trying to get into the house and the wall to put this fire out. And then it like changes. The fire's out. The rain has stopped.
Mhm.
My husband and kids are in the living room watching TV. And I walk through and I'm looking at them. And then I walk back. The bedroom, the bed had been moved. Everything had been moved. Everything, the layout was different. And I go to flip the light switch on. And I see the flames pop up in the window. And then all of a sudden I see this red, like this, it was like an explosion, I guess you could say. Red explosion come towards me. I could feel my skin tightening and burning. I could feel my heart, and everything stopped, and it was like I couldn't breathe. It was like I was being suffocated. And I could hear my last thought in my head, my babies. And that's when I woke up. And I was drenched in sweat. Like, it was the weirdest thing ever. But I could actually feel the flames on me. Like, it was so weird.
Good you woke up though, right?
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, maybe that's just some kind of small little message coming, like, you know, like a dream where you're dreaming inside of it and you're so happy to be, you know?
Yeah.
Because there's like very little to be, not that there's very little, there's a lot to be thankful for, I guess, you know what I mean? But
yeah,
it's just so crazy because I don't know, like people and
get brighter.
Huh?
Yeah, it
brighter.
is. It has got brighter.
It's like it
That's a
got
wild
brighter
dream.
all of a sudden. It just got so bright all of a sudden. See, there it goes again.
Where behind
Right,
you?
Terry?
Yeah.
It has getting brighter. Like, you know, I
It
seen
got
it.
brighter. That's so weird.
You know, like car wash in the dream. It's means recovery of something you lost. Probably, you never know, Terry. I can't, like, to think back, just lost. I don't know. Like, well, because when I went to Australia, I went looking for my daughter. So maybe it was because I lost, but she didn't leave till like 2008. You know, but I had that dream like all my life, basically, you know.
Right.
What part of Australia?
Tamworth, New South Wales.
And would you want to tell the story? I'm kind of interested to know.
No.
Aw.
Not on panel.
Huh?
Not on panel. I just don't go on with that, you know.
Yeah. Like a
personal.
briefing. Not in depth or anything. Just how Australia was. How, you know.
Yeah. Australia was just like, you know, it was more expensive, you know, and like 2 liter soda would be like almost $5, you know, like.
What
and the
year
food,
was it?
Oh, it was 2009 when I left.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Left there or left here?
I left here from Austin over there because my ex I took her over there. Yeah. So,
now, what do they eat like generally over there?
just basically everything that we eat, but the food's more expensive. You know, $200 is just like you look at the basket and you're like, shit, it feels like it's only $50. You know what I mean? Just put food on. You know,
Really?
they like fish and chips. They like meat pies. They have pizza pies. You know, all the other stuff. You know, they try to invent.
Right.
They like their footing. You know, they like their cricket. You know.
Do they drive on the other side of the street?
They do. They do. Yeah. Well, when I was
that
over
must have
there,
freaked you out when you were in the car accident. That kind of must have freaked you out, huh?
well, I drove so fast. It wasn't my car. I mean, it was just they're too fast. Those people are just too fast.
They're
rarely
fast,
drove.
right? Fast drivers.
Yeah, they are fast drivers over there, and they have a lot of roundabouts too.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah.
crazy.
When I lived in England, and like if you were, I remember the very first time, like I was 6 years old, and it was the red eye flight, so I was real tired. And we took a cab from, you know, London Heathrow, whatever, there to the north of England. So it was like it was a long cab ride. So this guy got on the, what do they call it? The M1, or what is it called?
Let's do what we plan.
Like the highway there, it's the something, And
Yeah.
this guy was flying on the other side of the road.
Hi, Terry.
And I was 6 years old. I felt sick.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That is crazy.
Then when we got there, I was, I fell asleep. You want to hear this?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. When we got there, I was 6 years old, mind you, 6 years old. And I fell asleep because my mother was like, just go to sleep because the guy was fine. So my Auntie Jean, she had those glasses that make your eyes look real big.
Mm-hmm.
And, no teeth. And I'd never met her before. And they woke me up out of a sound sleep. And she was all like, oh, she's lovely. She's lovely. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And like, I was scared of her. So I was like, oh my God, get away. You're a witch. Right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry. I feel silly now telling this.
No, you're good.
So I said, when you wake up in the morning, you're going to have a long hair growing from the tip of your nose. Right? I cursed her. I was 5. Cut me a break. So I go to sleep on the couch. And in the morning, she's, shaking me, going, look what you've done. Look what you've done, you rotten bastard. Look what you've done. You cheeky get. And she had pulled her bottom lip up over her nose and put a piece of hair, because she had long hair, in her, in her bottom lip to make it look like it was growing from her nose.
Yeah.
And she had those eyeglasses with the big eyes. And I was so shocked at my power. Whatever. I thought it was funny.
Yeah. No. I mean, it's interesting because just like, just hear about, just to hear your story and everything. I was just like, wow, that's just, what you've been through and everything else,
Yeah.
Wow.
Sorry, guys. We keep getting attacked by a stink bug.
But it's okay. It's okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and end this.
Our heads.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and end this, so you guys want to stick around, it's cool. But thanks for coming, guys. I appreciate it. Sorry for the hiccup a little bit ago, but thanks for coming. When is your next investigation, guys?
We are actually going January 30th to Fairfield Infirmary. Sorry, I can't talk tonight. Up in Ohio. So in just a couple of weeks.
Oh, nice, cool. Can't wait. Hey, what's up, Yankee? How you doing? Just ending it. So I didn't end the stream today. Thanks for coming and stay positive, guys. And God bless you.